Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Antiheroes Anonymous, or welcome for the first time if it's your first time joining us. I'm Ethan, I'm the DM for the show. Going around the table, we have our players, starting with Nick.
I'm Nick, I play Vriz, the Ratfolk transmuter wizard.
I was not expecting the transmuter part for some reason. Hi, I'm Kay. I play Harmony, who is the wild magic sorcerer and also a tiefling. So much information.
Not Nasria, the dwarven barbarian.
Yeah, we have an invisible dwarven barbarian.
And then I'm Zach, and I'm playing Hunter, the Warforged fighter.
And we stream every Monday night at 7 p.m. Pacific time and then post those episodes to YouTube the following Wednesday. Our show uses several custom items, occasionally custom races, such as the Ratfolk that Nick is playing tonight, and even a custom wild magic table. So go ahead and type !custom into the chat if you're watching on Twitch to get the links to those, or you can see the description in the YouTube video below. Our music comes from BattleBards and TabletopAudio.com, so if you're interested in any of that, that's where you can go to check it out. Then you can follow us on Twitter at Antiheroes Anonymous, or at Antiheroes Anon, which is written somewhere on the very bottom of the screen there. And you can send us questions and comments and things like that there, and we're more than happy to answer. And we'd love to hear from you, so please do. And then, if you're watching on Twitch, you can go ahead and type !welcome to activate our bot and get a whole bunch of information about the show, the history of what we've been doing, and all of that such. It's all in there. Other than that, enjoy the show. And actually, we should probably move this one announcement up on the list. So tonight we're doing a special episode. We're not doing our normal canonical series. We are running through White Plume Mountain from Tales of the Yawning portal. So that's going to be really exciting. So yes, if you do enjoy that...
We're excited!
Hooray!
It's not just me who's excited, that's rare.
I know!
I'm very excited.
We're so excited.
White Plume Mountain from
Yeah.
Advanced Dungeons & Dragons in 1979, apparently. So if you do enjoy the show, share it with your friends and come back for more, because we do this every week. And then after White Plume Mountain, which is going to take a few episodes, I'd wager, the show will go on hiatus for a little bit from June 26th to July 17th. But then we're going to be coming back strong for our 4th season of the show, which is going to be awesome. And I've got some cool stuff planned. So, without further ado, no need for a recap, because we're doing non-canonical spin-off stuff.
Yo!
So we'll just get right into it.
Oh boy.
Let's get some music up here.
I'm so nervous.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I'm more excited.
I'm so excited.
You guys don't sound excited.
That's the
That's
point.
the joke.
Alright, so Hunter, Nasria, and Harmony. You find yourself in your travels traveling towards Ferendel in a raucous inn that you stumbled into in one of the local towns by the name of the Yawning Portal. The inn, interestingly enough, does not have the typical fantasy inn layout you're used to. In the center of the inn, the very center of the floor, with tables all around it and people sitting at the tables and laughing and joking and things like that, there is a 20-foot 20-foot radius well that just seems to descend down into darkness. Then off to the right of that, there is a long bar behind which there is a man who is standing and he seems to be wiping down the bar. He's got a burgundy vest on, he's got his hair sort of gelled to one side, and he has a fantabulous mustache that just curls into handlebars.
It's Barton.
Oh. Is it?
Huh? No, it's not Barton.
Oh.
And you have stumbled into the Yawning Portal, just seeking rest on your way to Ferendel.
Okay, I turned to Nasria and I said, "No gambling tonight?"
And she kind of shrugs. We're just gonna backpack Nasria a little bit. So yeah, she shrugs. She's like, if I want to, I will. Right now, I don't feel like it.
That's odd.
That is kind of strange.
Yeah. Ale?
Go ahead.
Alright, so
Feel
Hunter
free.
and Nasria shuffle off to try and find a table, and it's really busy. And as you sort of look around the patronage of this area, you start to notice that every single person in here has hefty backpacks. They have weapons and armor. They have magical equipment and things like that. This bar has a very heavily adventure-oriented patronage. It looks like every single table is packed full with groups of adventurers laughing and swapping stories. And you manage to find a table off in the corner. And Harmony goes up to the bar, and the mustached man behind the bar sort of like picks up his rag and like leans across the bar. Well, what can I get for you?
What do you got?
Well, we've got all your standards. We've got beer, we've got mead, we've got all of your finer spirits, wines. But, you look familiar. I feel like... Yeah, I was told to look for you. A big, burly guy, kind of pale, lots of scars across his face. He came in here a week or so ago, and he gave me a letter for you. Where did that go? Hold on. And he, like, scrounges around behind the bar.
Did he have fangs?
I didn't even look. I get a lot of weird folk in here. Doesn't even matter.
Pale skin?
He scrounges around behind the bar, and while he's doing it, you get a sort of a look around the bar. And roll a perception check.
Sure.
Okay.
4.
You're sort of distracted by a lot of the lights that are shining through from the back of the bottles and things like that. And you're sort of watching the way the lights play across the bar itself, and you look down the bar, and there appears to be, like, standing at the bar, upright, a coffin, and you can see just a mummified hand hanging out of the coffin and holding.
Is it missing a finger?
It looks to have all of its fingers, but it is just holding a drink.
Okay.
And then the man comes back, and he goes, "Right, this is the letter," and so he hands you a letter.
Okay.
And it reads, "Hunter, Harmony, and Nasria. I've got a lead on another set of items that the eyes of the world are after. Several millennia ago, a mad wizard named Caraptus made his lair in a remote volcano called White Plume Mountain. Eventually, the name of Caraptus passed into obscurity and out of living memory. However, a few months ago, 3 powerful weapons disappeared without a trace from the secure vaults of nobles in Farendel. The only thing left behind was this note." And then a piece of parchment falls out of the letter.
Thank you.
And his letter, the letter from Kay, goes on and says, "It's clear that Caraptus, or someone claiming to be Caraptus, stole the weapons and hid them in his ancient lair. The Eyes have learned about this as well, and are sure to make their move soon. If they obtain the legendary weapons Wave, Whelm, and Black Razor, they will be one step closer to enacting their grand scheme. The aforementioned nobles have sent several heroes, but none have returned yet. But I'm sure a band as capable as yourselves will be able to succeed where they have failed. I've also included a set of amulets that will help you if you run into any trouble." And out of the big envelope come spilling a few more amulets, and they're all like these. They're just sort of like silver
With great
plain
timing.
amulets.
Sorry.
Yeah, they're very plain
Right.
silver amulets, each on like a chain that hangs around the neck, and there is 4 of them.
Okay.
And the letter goes on. You should each don one of these amulets before you enter White Plume Mountain, and then it's signed the letter K. So you can go ahead and read the piece that fell out if you want.
Out loud.
Yeah, if you're not. I mean, it's a. At a quick
I mean,
glance,
for the viewers.
yeah. At a quick glance, it's very poorly written poetry.
It is very,
Uh,
very well
so-
poetry.
Like the stanzas, they're all really just, and some of the rhyming schemes are just really bad. So if you don't feel comfortable reading it, I can. read
No,
it.
I can. Well, I don't.
You want to try? Okay, go for it.
Search ye far or search ye near, you'll find no trace of the 3, unless you follow instructions clear, because the weapons reside with me. North past forest, farm, and furrow, you must go to the feathered mound, then down away from the sun you'll burrow. Forget life, forget light, forget sound. To rescue Wave, you must do battle with the beast in the boiling bubble. Crossed cavern vast, where chain links rattle, This the writing's getting really little. Lies well past water spouts double. Black razor yet remains to be won underneath inverted ziggurat. That garnered think not that you're done, for now you'll find you're caught. I care not, former owners brave, what heroes you may hire. Though mighty, I'll make each one my slave or send them to the fire. Signed, Caractus.
And
What a man.
Hunter and Nosria find a table pretty close to the big well in the center of it. And as you're sort of peering over and looking down, it's dark for several feet down. You can't see it. You can't see the bottom of this well. But you hear, as you're looking down, and it almost doesn't carry throughout the rest of the bar because there's so much else going on, but there's a bang, crack, and a flash of light. And Vriz, you find yourself at the in pitch darkness, in a stone-tiled room that seems to have 3 exits. And as you sort of look around and get your bearings, you look up and you can see pinpricks of light coming from way up above.
Hello? Hello up there?
You can hear that?
Yeah,
Where am I?
It sort of echoes up.
Hello?
And as he calls up, there's and a bunch of bats go flying up the well, spiraling up into the top of the bar before coming back down, and then flying past you down one of the 3 tunnels.
Duh.
Well.
Can I hear that there's like merrymaking and revelry up there?
Yeah, you can hear it.
Okay.
And when you called up hello, did you say something?
Yeah, I said hello.
Yeah, and you hear a voice call hello back down.
Can someone lower a rope? Would be a nice thing to do.
Okay, hang on a second. And I'm gonna like shoulder nudge one of the other pages if this has happened often.
And you shoulder let's see, big old like a red dragonborn folk behind you.
Yeah.
And he turns over to you and he gives you like a hiss of his tongue and he goes, "Yeah, all the time. It's the Yawning portal. You ever heard of it? Jeez." And he just goes back to drinking.
So he says so. Then I'll pull out some of my rope and I'll bring it down to...
How much are you stringing down?
I have 50 feet, so I'll try 50 feet.
What is the range of your dark vision?
60 feet.
60 feet. Your rope doesn't seem to hit the ground and you can't see it coming down.
Did it reach down there?
No.
Like, I can't see it, right? Does it just disappear into the darkness for me?
Yeah, it just disappears down into the darkness.
Okay.
Even Nosria is like looking down and she's like, it's out of my vision now.
Okay, so I think Nazria also has some rope, so I can like tie it together,
too.
and then you have some rope, so we'll tie it together.
So between the 3 of you, you get 150 feet of rope tied, and the rope just reaches the bottom. You've got 10 feet extra.
All right, how about is it down there now?
Yeah, I got it now.
Okay.
And I'll start trying to climb up.
Okay.
And
it's easy enough.
Yeah, I was gonna say if not, we can just pull it up.
Yeah. I mean, between the combined efforts of you guys pulling him up and Vriz climbing up, it's no problem. And Harmony, about the time you get back to the table with whatever drinks you ordered, that's when Vriz, you are.
Do we recognize him? Have we met him before in this universe?
So
you have.
I'm gonna pull this card out and be like, huh?
You guys.
Vriz!
Hey, you're alive.
You're back!
You're alive too.
You're alive too!
Yeah, things got a little hairy now and then. I don't like to talk about it much, kind of bad memories. But hey, we're all here.
Wait, what are the chances that he would teleport right here where we are? Again!
Probably the same as the first
Pretty
time.
slim.
Right?
But it's not the first time it's happened.
Oh.
I've been to the same place before. Once or twice. Sometimes I go to... I think it's only really happened one time where I went to the same building. But, I've been to the same city a few times. One place I can't seem to make it back is home. I have a problem with that.
Which planet are you from, originally?
This one.
This one? Okay.
Allendale.
Okay. What? You could have been from any of them. There's, lots. Right?
Not that many.
Okay. Well, welcome back.
Yeah, good to be here. What are you guys up to?
Well,
Rescuing Ratfolk.
I give you the beer that I had bought for Hunter.
Oh, hey.
Cheers.
It looks like I'm in the right place.
Yeah.
I'll just sit there watch.
He didn't seem too enthusiastic about it anyway.
No, there's like 3.
Yeah, I mean, and the alchemy jug that is just
Oh, yeah.
constantly refilling.
Oh,
first.
here, Hunter. I got you a glass of water.
Okay, and then I'm like, insight check. Yeah, 12.
Well, I don't know. What is it actually? Is it not water?
No, it's not water.
Oh.
I rolled a 21.
All right. Yeah.
It's a clear liquid.
looks like water.
Okay, so I'm like, oh, thanks.
What is it?
Whatever, vodka. Just a
Okay.
glass of vodka.
Sure. Yeah. Doesn't really do much to you though.
So I drink it, and I'm pretty sure I could notice that it's not water.
Ow. I don't really know if you taste things,
I'm not sure either.
so it sort of just goes down, no problem. It could be water
I'm like, oh, thanks. That's nice of you.
because you don't need to really eat or
Upside down.
drink. So
I'd be like,
How many takes notes?
25.
This is interesting. No reaction.
Hunter takes notes too. Don't trust Harmony with water.
So where am I? Where are we? Where is this?
This is the Yawning Portal.
Oh. Yeah, I heard of the place. Yeah.
Good, because I haven't. I don't know. How did we even get here?
I mean, you were just traveling
We were just kind of
towards
walking and-
Ferndale, and you stumbled into it.
I got a letter. We got a letter. I hand you Kay's letter.
No. I'm like, you already read it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll read through it.
And look, pretty necklaces.
Okay.
He gave us 4, but there's 3 of us. But now there's 4 of us. Did he know?
What a coincidence.
Well, Kay was anticipating Thaddeus would be there, but
Yeah. Oh, right. Where
Wait,
is Thaddeus?
Is this before or after that?
Thaddeus is who knows where.
Thaddeus' plot hole.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
We left Thaddeus in the capital with his father.
Yeah, so I'm gonna look at the necklace and read the paper and figure things out.
Yeah, and so the gist of it that you get is that the eyes of the world are going to have their eyes on these 3 weapons that have been stolen and are presumably within the ancient lair of a presumably long dead wizard named Caraptus. And Kay thinks you need to
Who
beat
loves
them.
poetry?
And Kay thinks you need to beat them to them.
Not me, but the
Yeah, I understand. Okay, so I'll be like, huh. And then do I know what this necklace is? Or can I like quickly attune myself to it and like look at it?
It doesn't take attunement,
Alright.
and if you put it on, there's like a faint pulse
I
of
was
magical
going to ask
energy.
you, do you have any magic that can, like, understand?
Oh yeah, give it here. And I'll cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
Okay. These necklaces.
I prepared that right.
Did you prepare
I
it?
did. Stop it.
Hey. Just take them away from me.
While
Softly.
within, and they're each, it's interesting, they're each like magically attuned to a specific location, and while the necklaces are in that location, anyone wearing them, if they die, it is a non-permanent death.
Yeah, we will definitely want to wear these.
Why? What
At
do
all
they
times
do?
if possible. I don't know what you guys have gotten yourselves into, but it looks like
Apparently neither do we.
whoever set you up for this is planning on you dying at least once.
Well, I've never died before. That sounds fun.
Well, wear this and you'll never have to.
Technically, I have.
This is true.
So
I
don't
put my
need
necklace
this.
on.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
I hope it doesn't clash with my chaos amulet.
They sort of jangle around a little bit, but it's not too bad.
I put the new necklace under my shirt. There we go.
And then with that, the last piece that was enclosed within the envelope is a letter. So, after a brief night of revelry and reuniting with Vriz and just getting well rested, you head off to White Plume Mountain. I'm going to hand this to you guys to look at. This is from the original module.
Wow.
It's the artwork from the original module.
I don't know how well it shows up on
It
screen.
really doesn't. But that's fine. So, when you get close to White
Kirby
Plume
did
Mountain
bullseye
proper,
socket.
let me change the music. We don't need tavern music anymore.
So are we like walking there, or is it?
Yeah, with a combination of like walking or horses, whatever you have. If you
Alright,
guys
so
have
the travel
horses
is-
available. Yeah.
We travel and
Christians,
we're there.
For the purposes of this, we are not bothering with travel.
Twisted thick
Okay.
skittering slithers.
Luckily, it's right outside.
Yeah, you walk outside the Yawning portal, and there's White Plume
And
Mountain.
there's White Plume Mountain
Wow.
right there.
This is nice. Why can't it always be like
You're
this?
gonna see it.
White Plume Mountain itself is an almost
Let's
perfectly conical
White.
volcanic hill formed from an ancient slow lava leakage. As you get close and start to take estimates, it looks to be about 1,000 yards in diameter at the base and rises about 100 feet up above the surrounding land. The white plume that gives the mountain its name and its fame is a continuous geyser that spouts from the very summit of the mountain another 300 feet into the air and then trails off to the east. From local villagers nearby, you've gathered that the famed ancient lair of Caraptus, which is sort of like it flits in and out of their myth and legend and like ghost stories and things like that, is said to have only one entrance, and it's about 300 feet. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, it's about 300 feet up the mountain on the south side, and it's a cave called the Wizard's Mouth. And so you make your way up that direction, and you can as you're walking, occasionally there will be like jets of steam and geysers and things that erupt from the rocks nearby you and surprise you, but none of them, though they might scald a little bit if you get caught in them, none of them are enough to do any serious damage to you or anything. But as you start to get up close to where you think this cave is supposed to be, you see an interesting phenomenon. There's a cave, and steam or fog or something seems to be almost exhaled and inhaled into it in a constant cycle of about 30 seconds, so like 15 seconds where the steam seems to billow out, and then 15 seconds as it rushes back in, and then another 15 seconds later it billows out, and you reckon that is the Wizard's Mouth. And that is where we're starting.
Ooh.
Okay.
Does it look like the steam is like hot to the touch, or
Is
does
this a
it just like
non-lethal
smoke?
trap?
It looks like...
Well, apparently none of the traps are going to be lethal.
Steam allergy.
Roll a nature check.
Sure.
I'm going to try and be an advanced Dungeons and Dragons dungeon master here and be tough on you.
Oh dear.
11. Is Nazria with us?
20.
Nazria is, but for most purposes, unless you get
She's
into a
just
serious
square.
combat, she's just going to hang back,
Okay.
just because I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Now it's just going to be the bronze. The
Yeah.
bronze.
The brawn. Yep.
No problem.
20.
You reckon, just based on the way that, how could you even figure this out by looking at it?
Looking at the effect it has on the surroundings, maybe.
Yeah, it doesn't, there's like nearby plants and things that don't seem to be scorched by it as it breathes out over it, so it doesn't seem like it'd be like scalding hot. It does seem like it would be, I mean, it's obviously hot, moist air, but it's not going to do damage to
Like
you.
burn us alive.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I guess that's our way in.
Alright.
Okay.
Here we go then.
As you get closer, there's a sort of a constant whistling noise that you hear. The cave itself is about 8 feet in diameter and extends inward about 40 feet long. At the end of the cave, near the roof, you can see a long horizontal crevice about a foot wide, and the steam seems to be sucking up into there at great speed and then whistling back out. And it is hot in here, like you are sweating constantly. It's like being in a sauna, but it's not doing any damage to you or anything.
Well, I have resistance to fire damage, so maybe it's not so hot for me.
Yeah, maybe it's not so bad for you. But that is all you... And the other feature of this cave entrance is that the entire floor seems to be covered with thick, thick mud. But other than that, it seems to be an empty cave.
Okay. An empty cave that we've reached the end of? Or...
An empty
Do
cave.
you want to traverse to the end? You're looking into it.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's very hot and
Yeah.
empty.
Let me examine the mud a bit.
Are you going into it or just like from the edge of it?
Just from the edge.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
It's a 15.
15, okay. The mud isn't like thick, clumpy mud. It's very fine, and it runs through your fingers as you sort of lift it up a little bit. So it's very clear it's sort of like a permanent feature. It's not like this is being continually dried and then moistened and then dried and moistened. This mud is always here, which is why it's so fine. But that's about all you can determine from this point of the cave.
Okay. And I don't see anything down the 60 feet that I'm able to see into the darkness, right?
No.
Okay.
Nothing immediately obvious.
Well, who wants to go first?
No, I'll go.
I push enter.
No need, I'm already walking.
You go forward slowly.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Just walking forward?
I'm gonna like step cautiously on like the mud and like
Sort of test it out each
yeah,
bit
make
before?
sure I don't sink or anything.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
Oh, that's bad. I got like a 6.
Oh no.
You are walking forward cautiously, and you aren't finding anything. And you get towards the back of the cave, and you stub your toe on something buried in the mud. You're not sure what.
Okay.
Towards the very back of the
I thought
cave,
that was
maybe
gonna be
5,
like
10
an
feet
Indiana
away.
Jones
I'm
like
sure,
switch.
I'm
that he
sure
stepped
everybody
on.
hears that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see
Yeah,
it
you can
though,
also
right?
hear this clang.
I can't see anything though.
Something is buried under the mud, but you're not sure what.
Like there's something here. Does anyone want to come help me with this?
I'm gonna put up detect magic again.
Good
Okay.
idea.
What range does that give you?
I think it's 60.
It's right here. It's
Oh, you got it?
30 feet.
30 feet.
And then what about through stone and things like that?
I think it's blocked by like a thin sheet.
1
of
foot of stone, 1 inch of metal, and 3 feet of wood
Okay.
or dirt.
In which case, everything in here seems fairly mundane. You don't see any sparks of magical energy light up as you cast this spell.
Okay.
I'm gonna cautiously walk into the mud after Hunter.
Okay.
So there's a thing I just hit with my foot.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna like, can I see it at this point or not?
You still have the light from
Yeah.
outside. It's still like midday or something like that. So
Okay.
yeah, you can see.
Okay, so I'm gonna like touch it and
You feel around, and it appears you find like a ring that seems to be on some kind of hinge.
okay. So I'm gonna like, can I like do this and like
Brush
brush
away
away the
the
mud and like look at it a little bit more?
Yeah, and as
Before I,
you,
like, tug on
you
it?
brush away the mud, it takes several minutes, but you brush away the mud, and you reveal eventually the edges of a trap door with a ring that you would pull up.
Okay. Hey, there's a door here.
Do we want to go in it?
Is there anything else further into the cave, or is it like there's like a cave wall?
Do you want to go feel? It's pretty much just a cave wall, and the
Okay.
cave walls just all seem to be like lined with moisture and steam.
So there's no other outlet. It's just
Not that you can see.
okay.
Okay.
Then I guess that's the only way to
Like,
go.
well, the only way is down now. So I'll just.
All right. First went into the mouth. I guess now we're going down the gullet, huh?
Uh-huh.
I guess so.
All right, make a strength check to try and pull up this hatch.
Okay, I got a 26.
26. It's very heavy and it's like rusted on the hinges and things like that, but you manage to pull it up, and you reveal basically a ladder that goes down a little bit,
Okay.
and then it lands on a landing, and you can just see a spiral staircase going downward into the darkness.
Okay. Maybe with someone with dark vision should go first.
Don't you have
This-
any torches or anything?
Yeah, I replenished stock. Oh wait, did I? At
Yes.
this point, yes, of course. I have
Yes.
torches.
This is non-canonical.
How about the dwarf? She looks beefy.
Send the dwarf down
At
first.
this point, I do want to get a marching order from you guys that you're going
Yeah.
to use unless you tell me otherwise.
So are we? So Nazria is going to be technically part of this for combat
Yeah.
reasons.
I think she's gonna be on-
here for combat, but not for.
Okay, so Nazria would go first then.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's gonna be on
But
point.
we don't have a character sheet.
Oh, we don't.
No, because she didn't send it back with us. So
Well, we'll just hope you don't get into combat.
We'll make it up.
I have our old one.
I know all of her like basic things.
I remember most of her stuff because she has as much strength as I
I mean,
do.
she can just like randomly appear next.
I know
to
she
me.
has 20
She-
con and
This is what we'll say. She's here, but she can't participate really.
She's not participating
That's
at
fine.
all because we don't have her.
but she would go
sheet.
first.
She can
see-
help people.
She can see things.
She can
It's
give
like
the
her
help
big-
action.
She'll give the help action.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
So Nazria's up first.
Nazria's
And
up
then-
first.
Should I bring the rear or?
I can go next.
Yeah.
After Nazria.
I'll follow the typhoon.
Okay, and then I'll bring up the rear. There we go.
This is just a good thing to get
Yep.
established for this sort of adventure.
We're gonna shuffle it every 5 minutes.
Okay, so Nasria steps down, and Harmony, you step down behind her, and you can see this spiral staircase. The staircase is badly rusted, but appears to be sturdy. The air inside the passageway is warm, humid, and rather foul. You begin to make your way down it.
No.
No?
No, I'm not going down
I'm gonna
that
shut the door,
staircase.
by the way.
I'm not going down that staircase first.
All right.
Not without checking
Nasria's
it.
going, and she sort of makes an investigation check, rolls a 1.
No!
She's like testing each stair going down, but then she gets a little cautious and she's just like, all right, well, I'm going down. And she just rushes down. And you hear a splash. And she says, stairs are fine. It's wet down here.
So I'm also gonna shut the door.
All right.
I don't know if that's
Okay.
Well, you heard the lady.
Okay. I'm gonna go down the stairs. I'm like traumatized by stairs in D&D. It's really am.
Alright.
All right.
I'm so terrified.
Put you in your order here.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty.
Perfect.
The staircase goes down about 100 feet before it ends in what looks to be a 20-foot by 20-foot room with the spiral staircase in the center. Going out from that room, there's a long hallway about 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 feet long. And then it looks like it turns sharply to the left, but you can't see what is around that corner.
It's wet, she said?
Yes, so that is the other thing. So you're in a stone passage that almost looks like it's been melted out of the stone. It's about 8 feet by 8 feet. And there is a foot deep of water on the floor. And then the floor itself beneath that water is covered with slippery mud. So this is something to keep in mind. Unless
Reminds me of home.
the area says otherwise, like unless you go upstairs or something like that, movement speed is reduced by 1/3. So 30 becomes 20, and then 25 or 20 will become 15, and so on.
Okay.
So I think all of you are 30.
Except Nasria. I think
But she's at 35, so that's also going to
About the
reduce
same.
to about 20. So 20 feet for each of you.
So,
Actually, Nasria would be 25 then in that case.
so you said that the stone looks like it melted away?
Yeah, it almost looks like this passage was melted from the rock itself.
So as we're going forward, I'm going to look for like the ignition source for melting the rock.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
kinda
I mean,
cautious.
this is a giant volcano, isn't it?
Is
Pretty
it?
much.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or if there's like
It's a
open.
giant volcano.
Well, yeah. Never mind. So
They're
Alright.
gonna
if
have lava
there's
tunnels.
any other things, I guess.
Did you light a torch?
Yeah, for myself.
What is the radius on a torch?
Like 30 feet?
I believe it's 30.
Yeah.
30 feet of bright light and then 30 feet of dim light.
Okay,
Sounds
so you
about
can
right.
see almost to the end of the hallway. Go ahead and make a perception check.
All of us?
You're the one who's looking, you said, so
Yeah.
Well, I
Just
think
you.
we'd all be looking.
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
got
roll
that.
one too.
I got a 4.
I got a 9.
Just a second.
14.
Nice.
Everybody's just talking the whole time about like, oh yeah, the sewers back home. It's just like me. You got the mud, you got the darkness, you got the water.
Who
Perfect.
had that?
Sewers? You live in sewers?
Originally.
Ooh.
Who had that 19?
No, 14.
14. Oh, I heard 19 for some reason.
Nope.
All right,
it
so
was a
Vriz-
9 and a 14.
That was
Um,
nothing.
Yeah, Nazir had a 19.
Oh, yeah, Nasria rolled really good.
None of you seem to spot anything, but you note that there's this algae that seems to like coat the top layer of the water and then also the walls itself. But as you sort of like reach out and touch it hesitantly, there's no like ill effect of it or anything. It is just sort of like nasty algae on your finger and you quickly wipe it off. But that's about all you've noticed.
I'm not picking that up.
Nasria then turns the corner. She says, "Hold up, guys! I see something." And as you all sort of come around the corner, you see
Or death.
you see a large. Well, actually, what is the size category on this creature?
Probably not getting any fights. Don't worry about it.
I'm not gonna get what?
Any fights. Don't worry about it. It's cool.
We're gonna get into all the fights because that's what this thing is. Fights and traps.
Should have bookmarked it. Didn't bookmark it. Okay. It's a large creature, so it's bigger than all of you, but not massive. And it seems to be taking up most of this space here. I'm going to use this wolf to represent it for now, but it's not actually that big.
Oh.
There is a lion-like creature standing in the center of a forked hallway. It's mangy and bedraggled, and you can see its fur is coated with muck and mud. But as it raises its head from its paws and looks up and sees the rest of you entering the room, it speaks out. It says, "Stop!" Oh wait, hold on. I'm in a different section. Where am I? Where is this part? Ah. It says, "Ah, fresh meat for the dungeon. Welcome. You might want to stop where you are for just a moment." And as you stop, you see, just in front of Nasria, there's a glittering, shimmering of magic. You detect magic up still?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it lasts for like an hour. No, it lasts
10
for
minutes.
10 minutes. Yeah.
Let me figure
But
out.
it hasn't been that long.
No, it hasn't. Let me figure out what you would know as you look at this then. So maybe Vriz would tell everyone to halt first. You can.
Oh, hold up.
This creature does.
I'm gonna lean over to Hunter and say, "Hey, I think we're in the boiling bubble."
It has a faint aura of evocation magic.
Okay.
I think we're in the boiling
The
bubble.
creature or something it's doing?
The wall that you see, the shimmering
There's an invisible wall
magical
between
effect
us and
Oh.
it.
that's interposed between you and the creature.
I see. Okay.
And then the creature goes on. Good, so you can at least listen to directions. That much is promising for you. I have a riddle for you. If you answer it correctly, I'll let you through.
Oh no. I'm
Answer
so
it incorrectly,
bad
and your dinner for me.
for
And it licks its lips. And
It said the poem said we had to do battle with the beast in the boiling
Well,
bubble.
we're in.
Well, does this look like a bubble to you? It's kind of more of a hallway.
Well, but
To
I mean,
me.
I mean, it looks like it was boiled out, right?
I'm not feeling the bubble.
We're like not even paying attention.
Yeah.
Big
the
scary
creature
thing.
sits back on its haunches and sort of licks its paw. And it has the face of a human woman.
Oh, weird.
The rest of its body is lion-like, but it has the face of a human woman.
It's a riddle. God damn it.
Do we know what it is?
You could roll an Arcana check.
Okay, well, while it's talking and while we're thinking, I'm going to use Know Thy Enemy and compare levels with it and see if it's stronger than me.
Okay. It doesn't have any levels.
Or class levels, or how about HP? HP.
20
Okay.
on
21.
my Arcana check.
2120.
The wizard is here.
You both know this thing very obviously from the way it's asking you for a riddle and the way it has this leonine body with a humanoid face. It's very clearly a sphinx.
Yep.
And judging by its feminine, though still bedraggled appearance, it appears to be a gynosphinx, which is the sort of female variety of the sphinx.
So can I do current HP?
Yes, it has 136 HP.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So then it speaks up. Well, are you ready?
Yeah, it is.
Oh no.
Then listen well, for you have a minute to respond.
Oh no.
Oh god, he's getting
Hunter
out of
leaves.
watch.
No,
He's
just
getting
kidding.
out his stopwatch. Hunter leaves.
Yeah.
Hunter's gone.
He's not. No, he's here. He's here.
Okay.
I'm so bad at riddles.
Stopwatch. Okay. It speaks up and it says, "Round she is, yet flat as a board. Altar of the lupine lords. Jewel on black velvet, pearl in the sea. Unchanged but ever-changing, eternally."
You guys, come on. You don't get this? You don't got this? I got this.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
It's a moon. Like, what else is going to be but the moon?
He's correct. And she sort of steps back to the side of the hallway. You may pass. And you watch with your detect magic sense as the wall of force then vanishes from between you. But then you see a look of boredom sort of cross its face. And it says, "I'll tell you what, since that was so simple for you,
How was my time, by the way?
15 seconds.
I haven't even processed the whole riddle yet.
Since that one was
I
so
like all of
simple
it.
for you,
Uh-huh.
how about a second wager? A second riddle.
Are we doing double or nothing?
Yes, if you answer this riddle correctly,
Does that mean we can eat him? Or her?
if you answer this riddle correctly, I will answer one question about the dungeon that lies ahead. Answer incorrectly, and your dinner.
How we feeling?
Otherwise, you may pass.
I mean, I'm feeling pretty good after my 15-second solve there.
Can just he take the riddle and the rest of us just get out of here?
That is acceptable. I can survive for millennia on the flesh of one being
Well, it
alone.
was glad seeing you. Bye.
I'm screaming. You know, not much meat on these bones.
You'll suffice. This
Sure.
is sort of like licks her chops.
What the heck?
Okay.
And Vriz leans into her. If I fail, I'm just leaving. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
Yeah,
If I fail.
that's cool. That's cool. Come on, Hunter.
Probably
Come
won't
on,
see me again
Nazria.
after that.
I'm gonna like stand by and kind of just watch.
And then it says, 2 minutes I will give you for this one.
Oh no.
Debate amongst yourselves as you will. And then she begins to speak in the rhyme of a riddle again. Iron roof, glass walls, burns and burns and never falls. What am I?
Iron roof, glass walls.
Burns and burns, but never falls.
I think it might be like a lantern. You got the iron up top, you got the glass all around, you got the burning inside. I don't get about the falls. What do you think that means? Sounded like a lantern to me. But,
Lighthouse.
oh yeah, that could be it.
I mean, those things can fall too, though.
Yeah,
What's
not so
something
much
that
with the
never
glass
falls?
walls in the lighthouse though. Tend to be made of stone.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm thinking lantern. Hmm.
Do you have an answer already?
Thinking, you know.
Just sort of licks the paw and then paws its ear.
Let me know when my 2 minutes is up.
The look of thinking on each of your faces is pretty good.
I'm just seeing dot, dot, dot in my brain right now. It's like a loading screen.
You have 30 seconds.
Any
And then it
idea?
looks as if it might be dinner time for me.
It's better to think when you're discussing, right?
I'm
Yeah.
not thinking any further than before.
Yeah, what the heck? Lantern. We'll say a lantern.
And she pauses for a moment, and it almost looks like she's about to go into a crouch to pounce.
Mhm.
And then she sits back on her haunches. This one is smart. You do well to keep him with you.
Well, we will until he pops out of existence again.
Yeah, not really my choice about how long to keep me with him exactly.
So, I will hold up my end of the deal. Thank you for entertaining me. What would you know about the adventure before you?
Yeah, let me take a crack at that letter for a second.
Yeah. We're looking for the wave, the
All right.
Right now we're in
the
the-
whelm, and the
Black Reason.
the
We're in
black
the
race.
feathered mound right now.
Right.
Are we in the feathered mountain
Yeah.
right now?
The white plume.
How do you know that?
The
Yeah.
plume.
The black plume.
I kind of assumed.
Gotta get your mind on this real track.
Okay, no. I was reading it, and I got to that, and then this
Oh,
is
yeah,
why I
yeah,
thought
yeah,
we were in
yeah,
the boiling bubble, because there's a beast we have to
Forget
fight.
life.
And we went underground.
We ain't done this part yet. Forget the life and the light and the sound.
Okay.
Unless that was the
Then
ladder.
down away from the sun, your burrow. We just did
Yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah,
That's
you're
where
right.
we're at.
Yep. Oh, but yeah, see,
I can do this.
those 3 paths up there. See, I don't think we're gonna reach the boiling bubble till we take one of those paths.
Okay,
Because
so
that's after we mentioned the wave.
so we need to know where the boiling bubble is,
Well,
or do
it's
we?
gonna be
just-
one down one of these paths. Hey, Sphinxy,
Yes,
can I take a rain check on the question?
of course. It's my
Alright.
duty to stand in this location, so until I am freed,
I love that you sound like a 1920s mobster when you talk. It's great.
until I am freed, you may come back and ask your question at any point.
So when we get stumped, we got a free answer.
Great. Cool. You're so smart.
Which way do we want to go first?
Uh,
That wasn't my question.
I understand. The Sphinx chuckles at that.
that way.
To the right?
I think
Left.
she's pointing left.
Left?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Way.
Left.
All right, so you're progressing down this corridor then.
Yeah. Always go left, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Keep one hand on the left wall. You can never get lost. That's what they say.
Okay.
Just a fountain of wisdom today, Vriz.
Yeah.
I'm glad you popped over.
All right. So this hallway that is extending before you seems to go about 10, 20, 50, 60, about 90 feet before there's a slight turn to the left. But actually, it's darkness, so you can't actually see that far. You can see about 60 feet out into the darkness, all of you, even with your torch. And then there's nothing. So you splash your way slowly through the water. Is anyone doing anything as you're going?
I'm
I have a question. So with the torch, since it does illuminate the area, does that mean their dark vision can carry it a further
No.
60 feet?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's like a set limit that their eyes cannot perceive past.
Yeah,
It
we can see
doesn't
60
extend.
feet.
Yeah.
Thought I'd ask.
I am making as big a splash as I can, trying to get Hunter wet with the water.
All
As I
right.
walk, I'm just stomping.
So that means it has to go past Vriz. So Vriz is probably just getting soaked, and I'm just like watching, like.
Yeah, Vriz, you're like drowning in water. Harmony is splashing.
Are
back
you a
towards
small
Hunter.
creature or are you a
I'm
medium?
small.
You're a small creature. So does
Oh.
water come up to like your
Bigger than
waist or
you.
something?
No, that's right.
Oh.
No, I'm not small yet.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
not small
Wait,
yet.
how tall is small? Is it 3 foot?
Small is like 3.5 to 4 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm 4'1" or 4'2" now.
You're like half a foot away. Like
So I
this.
like look like a very petulant child tiefling jumping around in the water.
How high is the water? Is it like
That's like a foot deep.
okay?
So it goes up to my
That's like
knees.
oh, no, that's like thighs
No, I'm
and stuff.
4 feet. It'll be
I mean,
1/4 of
slightly
me.
above your knees.
Yeah, my knees.
Yeah, it's like at the top of my shoe.
I probably can't really splash very well then.
As you're going down this hallway, all of a sudden in front
Could
of
smack
you,
it with my tail.
Nosria disappears from sight
Oh,
as she falls down into a pit that is suddenly much deeper. But then
Nosria!
she comes splashing back. Get me out of here! And she like pulls herself back up onto the edge, and you're about halfway down the corridor.
It's just a pit.
That's all that seems to have happened. There's
Damn
a
it.
bloody pit here! She shouts.
Just fell into the water.
Mhm.
Okay.
I love this tunnel. Alright, can I try to see if there's a way around it? Or does it just
It's
completely,
a straight tunnel. It's about here.
it just
She fell
completely
into a pit.
blocks off?
We could
So we gonna have to
swim.
swim?
We could swim across. Yeah.
Yep.
Alright,
Seems that way.
looks like we're gonna have to swim for it.
And
You're not gonna rust, are you?
I don't think so.
Hunter, you can't quite swim across, so are you? Because you don't float.
Yeah. Can I?
Walk along the
So
bottom.
do I breathe still?
No.
Okay, so I can just walk under the.
Mhm.
Okay.
Which is what the Warforged did in the last episode of our canonical series.
That's why they were just
Yeah, that's why they just.
Oh, I could have done that too. Like, I'm coming with you.
They didn't have to breathe, so their escape route was
Oh.
walk along the ocean floor.
All right.
So you splash down to the bottom of this.
Okay. Wait, I can't. Oh no.
How deep is it?
That's what I'm about to tell
'Cause-
Hunter.
I might just sit on his shoulders.
So, yeah.
Let him
Well,
carry
hang
me.
on.
Well, initially you don't know how deep it is.
Well, that's why I'm gonna wait.
Because the water's all murky and algae covered.
So I'm gonna hang on a second. I'm gonna pull the rope out and hand it to Harmony. And be like, let me see how deep it is. And then
Is it still all tied together?
And then I'm gonna hold one side, and then I'm just gonna drop down and see how far it takes me.
Okay.
Okay.
You drop down 10 feet down.
Okay.
It's not a very far drop at all.
Okay. And
Your
then
head is really just barely covered.
Great. So I
And
can
then
sit
you-
on your shoulders.
yeah, you can like sit on my shoulder.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. And you make your way across this pit.
I'll,
Turns out
I'll
it's-
steer him like this.
I'll feel like this like body and be like, I'll just like grab on the legs and
Little
hey.
bare feet, like.
Yeah.
Turns out this pit is only like 10 feet long. You get to the edge of it really quickly, and Harmony hoists herself back up into the foot deep water.
No, I'm gonna start sitting down.
I'm gonna curse you.
I can't hear it. I'm underwater. I don't care.
Vriz is paddling across, taking one care to keep like his spell book above water.
But yeah, pretty much everyone makes it across this pit safely.
You're like drenched. Right.
I like help you out of the water though.
Yeah.
Help you climb out of the pit.
Um,
Was it Nasri as our like guinea pig for this dungeon?
Was that the non-lethal trap?
that was the trap that it took me forever to figure out why this would be lethal.
That was the non-lethal trap.
I kind of figured. Because as soon as you said, and then Naja comes back up, like, was that it?
Okay, so here's the thing. In Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, most character classes had to wear some sort of heavy armor, right?
Uh-huh.
And then there were rules in Advanced Dungeons and Dragons where if you were wearing heavy armor, you could not swim. So if you fell in that trap before, you had to take off the armor before you could come back up.
Okay.
And that takes
And taking off armor, even under normal circumstances, takes minutes. So
Yeah.
you were basically rushing to take off your armor while you were drowning.
yeah.
And so that's why that trap is lethal in Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. In 5th edition, it's nothing.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean,
That's really funny.
It's
even
like, what
Nasri's
just
not wearing
happened?
heavy armor.
Yeah.
Is she?
So yeah, that's why that trap is there.
I
I
see.
see.
Okay.
It took me forever researching to try and figure out why that was there. Anyways, the rest of the traps convert nicely. So then you come around a corner, and you see before you a hallway that is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80 feet long. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 feet long and 10 feet wide. And then at the end of the corridor, you can see it opens up. Well, actually, you can't see that far.
Yeah.
But
Wait, isn't that only 40?
we're doing each of these as 10 feet squares.
But then you made the width 20
That's
feet
oh,
long.
yeah.
Oh, you're right, I did.
Okay. I mean,
Not a huge
I
deal.
was gonna say we get it, but all right.
it.
You find yourselves at the edge of this.
So I guess what we learned from it, from there not being light out there, from it not being visible, is that there's no light beyond here. Like there's no light source up ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Beyond
I
the
see.
edge of your darkness and beyond your dark vision and beyond the rim of your torch, you can see nothing for the most part in most of this dungeon.
Okay.
But he's got a torch.
Yeah. So
That's
I'm gonna
cool.
like, as we're going forward, I'm gonna like inspect the walls, see if there's more silly things, traps,
Okay.
Random-
roll a perception
random
check.
pits.
Yeah, are we still in the water?
Yes, it is still a foot deep of water
Okay.
everywhere you go.
I got 12.
You look around the room, and you see a series of copper-plated metal plates lining the walls of the path before you. The plates are about 6 feet high and 6 feet wide,
6 feet high, 6 feet wide.
and they just seem to line the wall going down this hallway.
Both sides of the
Both
walls.
sides of the wall. Yep, and even up above.
And so that's different than the previous hallway.
The previous
Okay.
hallways have been completely stone up till this
And
point.
now these have copper. So I'm gonna point
These,
that out.
unlike the previous hallways that seem to be like heat blasted out, like carved through by some kind of heat,
Mm-hmm.
these look like they were carved out intentionally by some kind of tool or something, and then
Okay.
these plates were placed on top of the walls.
Okay, so I'm gonna share that with everybody.
You want me to give him the old eye over?
Might as well.
Yeah,
Hang on, this takes a minute.
quite literally.
Yeah. So I do the ritual of detect magic.
When Vriz's ritual completes, his eyes blink open with arcane intuition. And as you look down the hallway, let me double check, but there doesn't appear to be any magic emanating from these plates or from any source in the hallway that you can see.
Well, whatever kind of trap we're looking at, it's not magical.
Okay, so I'm gonna inspect the plate and see if there's like a pressure plate that makes it like push against it or
Okay.
anything like that.
So you're just walking up to the first plate. sort
Yeah,
of
I'm gonna
touching
like try to like touch
I'm
it.
gonna
Okay.
inspect the one on the other side of the hall.
I'll inspect one down the hall as well.
So how far down are you going, Harmony?
Just past Hunter.
It's
yeah.
about 10 or 20 feet in.
Yeah.
Who's Nasri helping?
Is this a perception or investigation?
Go ahead and roll investigation, all of you.
Oh, nope.
15.
15.
16.
6.
You just gotta.
Just gotta be one
Harmony,
better.
are you carrying coins or anything like that?
Yeah.
You feel through your pouch, your coins are starting to get a little hot, and your Chaos Amulet and the amulet from Kay are sort of burning a little bit against your neck. What were your rolls?
I got a 6.
6 and
16.
16. These plates seem to be fastened to the wall, and you try and like peel them off a little bit, but there's like no give at all. They seem to be like completely stuck to it. And as you touch them, they're slightly hot. They're giving off a little bit of heat.
Does that mean the water's really hot too?
And yeah, as you sort of look down and you put your finger in the water, like you're all wearing boots and things like
Not
that.
me, I'm
Not you?
barefoot.
Okay, well you would feel all of the water in this dungeon is warm.
Yeah.
This water is starting to get a little hotter.
It's getting a little uncomfortably hot.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we are in a volcano.
Yeah.
Hey, do you think now we're getting close to the boiling bubble?
Yeah, I said it's a good guess.
I'm so deductive. Deductive?
Deductive.
Deductive?
I don't know.
Deducive.
Skills. Deductive reasoning.
I'm so good at deducing things.
You're very detective.
Thank you! No one's ever said that to me before.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah. Well, should we keep going?
Do I have a tool in my tinker's kit to unfasten
I don't.
the plates?
You would think that you might, and so you like pull out your Tinkerer's kit and you try and like look at the plates and figure out how they're attached. They almost seem to be make an Arcana check.
Okay. So have I ever heard of magnets before?
I mean, you would have.
Okay.
These don't seem to be magnets.
I got an 18.
Yeah, when Harmony walked forward, like her stuff didn't get pulled off to the side and just
No.
started heating up.
Yeah.
You have something in your possession that might be how these are fastened to the wall, which is sovereign glue. Right? It's that ultimate
okay.
glue that nothing can pry away. So these
I
are
see, I
stuck
see, I
to
see.
the wall.
Okay. I gotcha. Alright.
I don't
So
think
we're
it's
not
really
gonna
worth
use
it to waste time with it, though, do you think?
Not sure, unless these things can harm us.
Is there a current in this water at all?
It seems really stagnant. There's no current,
Okay.
no flow.
Because I'm wondering if maybe we can. I was wondering if we could float. That's right. That's what we can do. Everyone, take off all your metal stuff.
No.
Well, I mean,
I like
just-
look at myself and I'm like, yeah, I don't know about
Well-
What's your plan?
I got a disc, and we can load it all up in that and float that thing across, and then the rest of us fall behind.
Well, you're worried that the metal's gonna get too hot to wear?
To touch, yeah.
Okay.
that. Oh, well, I have a bag of holding.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I can't take off
I
my
can't
chaos
fit in
amulet,
it,
though, or
but-
bad
I mean-
things will happen.
Someone
Take
had
it off.
mentioned
You
that
just can't put a
before.
tune to it.
Oh, I see.
I wouldn't have suggested
But then again, it doesn't like to be taken off.
Yeah. Like,
It
I'd
will
rather
try
not
and
take off my
reattach
chaos
to you.
amulet.
So
Because bad things will
then
happen.
Plan B, I would say for you, is try swimming instead of walking.
Oh, so that I'm under the
Well,
water?
I thought
Yeah.
The water's
I thought
really
the water
bad.
was like really shallow.
it is
though,
only 1 foot
right?
deep
Yeah, there's no
here.
I can do this, though.
You can crawl.
I could do this, and I use
Potted plant harmony.
control water to push the water away from me, so I'm standing just on the floor.
Okay.
Now it's not hot water on me.
Well,
I don't know if that's going to make a difference.
I was more concerned about. Yeah, I thought that
The
maybe
metal
The
contact.
metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The metal is what's
Yeah.
making
And
everything hot.
if it was under the water, it would still be hot, but it wouldn't be super hot.
So you'd actually want the water.
Yeah. That's what I'm
To
thinking.
cool
You
it.
crawl forward and keep the metal submerged in the water.
Do you have like a cloak in your bag or something?
Yeah, I think so.
I can just put the cloak on and it can be on top of the cloak, and then it's not touching my skin.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Unless it's not hot enough to like melt something, but I don't know.
I, for my
But then-
part,
then-
am gonna put everything I got into your bag.
And I'll pull the bag open and people can load their stuff into it. And I will be sad because I can't load myself into it.
Okay, so pretty much everyone empties all of their metal things onto
Into the bag of
into the
Harmony.
bag of holding.
Dimension door?
Yes? What?
Can we just
I can only take one person with me, and they have to be the same size as
I also
me.
believe you have to see or
I have to know where I'm
you're
going to.
and you can't
So,
see that far.
We
into the
will hand
darkness.
someone this torch, and then we will see them when they get to the end. And then
You're
you and
worried
I,
that you're gonna melt?
I'm worried that I'm gonna get really hot.
Yeah, he got a point. Maybe the dwarf.
I'm very metal.
We'll take the torch, and then once we got a point on the other side, you can do your thing.
Here,
Is it worth wasting the spell?
well, let's check it as a control, and then I'll pull like a metal thing, like I have a broken sword.
Oh my god.
Here,
Give
hold,
me.
No, here, hold this, and I'll give it to one of them that's gonna cross. They take it with you, and if it's too hot, then yell or drop it or whatever, and we'll see what happens.
I nominate the dwarf for that.
Okay.
All right, and Nazria, having taken off all of her other metal stuff, except for this broken sword, begins marching into the hallway. And let's see.
Our guinea pig.
Yeah.
What?
Our
Pretty
guinea
much.
pig.
Our guinea pig.
A canary in the mine.
Oh, poor Nazria.
Around here, she lets out a cry, but manages to hold on to it.
No, she's supposed to drop it.
And she keeps going, and she gets to be about here. She's like, I can't hold it anymore! And she drops it down in the water. And it
Oh, dear.
sizzles there, but it still seems to be hot. She turns back.
No one's got dispel.
What?
Can you
dispel
like?
magic.
And I asked if like she can like touch it underwater if it's still hot to the touch or if it's cool.
Yeah, she touches it. Ah! Still hot!
It's
Yeah.
not magic. We already know it's not magic.
I mean,
So-
it could be that it's not magic, but maybe someone has a spell on it or something.
Just
Well, then-
detect magic would see that.
Yeah, it'd be
Okay.
enchanted.
Alright, forget it. I know nothing.
So yeah, I don't want to go.
Yeah,
through
but
that.
look, you are completely made of metal, though.
Yeah, that's why we teleport.
Give me a torch. What you think?
Okay.
All right, and I'm gonna.
No, my point is, you're not holding metal, you are metal. So it shouldn't hurt you to get all hot.
Okay,
right?
just to prove the point or not, I'm gonna walk forward a little ways.
Okay.
And see if my metal body also is affected.
Starts to melt. That was the last we ever
Puddle
saw.
Hunter!
And
you
reroll
get
a
up next to Nazria, and it's like uncomfortable, but it's not bad. But as you get up close to Nazria, at about 40 feet down the thing, you take 8 fire damage as your metal is just searing,
This is
burning
no good,
hot.
this is no good! Nope, out there real fast. How
Go
much
back,
fire
go
damage?
back, go back.
Is it
8.
8? I'm like patting myself like, oh, water.
All right,
Okay.
Well,
give me your torch.
Oh, actually, I misread. At 40 feet, it's only supposed to be 1d8, so it's 6 fire damage.
Okay, which is, alright.
Sorry, I misread that.
okay, fine, I'll waste a spell slot on you.
And I'm gonna do this to Harmony.
Nazria comes back too.
You gotta
Sort
admit,
of like unsure what's going on at this
you
point.
looked really hot.
And yeah, as he comes back, you can see like his plates are glowing red. And like if you touched him, it would be like touching a stove right now.
I can't dimension
How
door
about
you
you
right now.
toss me that torch?
Yeah.
I'll hand it to you, like, with the handle
Uh-huh.
presenting itself, so
Like,
it's...
gingerly take it.
Yeah, and I'll carefully...
I can't dimension door you like this. I can't touch you.
And then I'll, like, submerge myself in the water.
But yeah, he comes back up and he's relatively.
I'll,
Homemade
shake it, I'll,
fog
shake it off and be like,
Yeah.
alright. There.
All right. Is prestidigitation like torches?
Yeah, I thought it was already lit though.
And then I'm gonna hand
It is already
Vriz...
lit.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna hand
But yes, it
Vriz
does.
the bag of holding and say, okay, when you get to the end, just to check again, pull another metal thing out if you can. And if it's still hot, then we'll need to figure something else out.
What do you not mind losing in case it is too hot?
I have another broken weapon in there from the Kanku, so...
Okay, so ask for the broken sword.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, and I'll try going down the end with the torch
Okay.
And Nazri.
and Nazria.
Yeah.
Sure. I meant
Our
that.
guinea pig.
Give me just a second.
Nausea's tweet can be like, as a test subject.
Or is a guinea pig.
I like the canary in the mine.
Yeah, yeah. Nazri is the canary in our mind.
I mean, it could be that we don't even need to cross if that's our goal is at the end they can just pick it up and bring it back.
Yeah, but if there's a monster in there.
Okay. Vriz, as you're going forward,
With
along
Nausea.
with Nazria, currently she doesn't have a weapon because it's in the bag of holding.
It's in the bag, yeah.
You come out into an
But
open
Riz has
room.
the bag.
You come out safely since you're not holding any metal or anything like that. And this
And they have the
is-
torch so we can see them.
Give me just a second
Okay.
to describe this room.
There's so much copper in this room.
It seems to be 30 by 30 square room. And as you come out into about the middle, you can see there's a stairway leading up right there at the far end right here. And then
How's the temperature here?
it's much cooler. It's still hot. Like this entire dungeon is hot. But as you passed through and got to about this point and then out of it, the temperature decreased drastically.
Okay. And I'll wave back to Han and say, we're good here.
Okay. You can see a stairway going up, and it seems to go around the corner to the left beyond that.
Okay.
But as you're standing here in the middle of the room, there's a... And you turn around just in time to see a door slide open here. And some creatures begin to rush out and roll initiative.
We're not so good.
Pull a weapon
Anytime
out of the
you want to
bag!
come over.
Pull a weapon out of the
Let me
bag!
see, where is the description for this? Okay, here we go.
Where's Nalga's turn?
You can take it before I write my number on it.
I'm guessing
I
her
was
initiative
missing my
is plus 2, 3.
I don't remember what her next mod is.
3.
Her old one was
She rolled
1.
really well, so.
Her old one was 1.
For Nazria, let's just go with whatever is on the dice.
Yeah, her
I
initiative's
thought
okay.
she wasn't going to fight.
She's
Actually,
gonna
yeah,
fight.
that's right. That's what we
Or
decided.
she's not gonna fight.
She's
She's
going
just
to do
gonna
the
help.
help action.
But she still needs initiative.
Is she gonna fight one of them off while we're fighting?
No, she's just going
She's
to
just gonna
Hang
help.
out?
use the help action.
Okay, I don't know what that is, so.
Basically, she can give
She
someone
can
an
give someone
advantage on something.
Oh, that is my number. Perfect. I'm gonna hand this to you so don't forget about me.
But she does need initiative. Did you roll?
Does she?
If she's gonna give someone advantage on her turn.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then on the dice, it is a very high number 2.
Nice. So she won't be giving anyone initiative or help the first turn. I will switch the music in just a second. I just have to actually find what I'm rolling.
That's good boiling water music.
Boiling water
After
music.
this.
If only you remember how the alphabet works. There we go.
And now,
I have trouble with that too.
oh, the alphabet. Okay, now work from our sponsors.
Well, they are slow too, so that's fine.
Loot crate.
Great.
We don't have sponsors.
It's
so-
not-
We don't have the moment.
It's not a sponsor.
Oh
Where's Nazria goes?
Did you hear about the custom, curated woodwind subscription service?
no.
Flute Crate?
Flute crate?
Is that an actual thing? No. Okay. It's our sponsor. Yeah.
Flute great. Oh my god.
The Woodwind subscription
Oh,
service.
it's so
I
good.
feel like that I had to
Oh,
ask
it's so
though.
good. Can we put that somewhere?
Flute
Can we
crate.
make that up and put it somewhere?
We should start a flute business and just go with it.
Great. Oh, it's so good.
Okay. So, first up we have Hunter. You can just hear the sound of the
Okay.
stone door rolling back at the other side, but you can't see a thing.
And so I'm gonna still
Or
shout.
actually,
You
you
hear
can see a
Vriz
thing.
going, oh, guys, hi.
Yeah, and I'm like, take one of the weapon that I told you to.
You can see the other side of the room, but
Uh-huh.
you can't see what is coming at them.
Okay.
You can hold an action until
So-
I have my turn.
Can I hold like a compounded action when I get if I get Dimension Door, then I want to.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how it works.
That's how it works.
It's like an action and a trigger.
So if I get Dimension Door and see an enemy, then I am going to pull out my
You don't have any weapons that are all in the
out of the bag. I will
Okay.
ask the bag for my sword and shield.
Okay. You have the bag now, right? Or does
He
Yeah,
I
has
have-
Vriz has the
so
bag.
I said pull a weapon or pull that weapon out of the bag.
Okay. Got it. So if
Is your bow
you are
metal too?
teleported, you will
No.
pull a weapon out.
I could pull my bow out and but then you would be stuck with me. Oh wait. I guess you could walk across.
I don't know if you can pull out a weapon and use it. I think with a held action, you'd have to
Yeah.
use the action to pull.
No,
the
what
item.
we're saying is
No,
that I
if
could
he
just
pulls it
stand.
out
I could just stand there
now.
and pull my bow and just get ready to
Okay.
shoot.
You
And
didn't
then
send your
tell
bow
me to
across.
just go.
You didn't send your bow
No,
across.
it's not metal.
Well,
Also,
tell me what you
he's
wanna do.
not walking through the thing, so there's no reason for him to put it in there.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
So you'd still have your sword too, because you weren't planning to walk through, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. I would have it, but I can't do anything with it.
Yeah, but like
So-
if I dimension door, dude,
Yeah,
you'd
yeah,
have
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. I wouldn't need to pull.
Are you
out,
waiting
right?
for the dimension door, or are you setting the bow?
I think it'd be better if we do the dimension door.
So are you gonna tell me to do that? then?
Yeah, I'm gonna say you need flash stress once we verify with the weapon pulling out.
I'm gonna bring you
I'm not
even
pulling out
if he
weapons.
pulls out a weapon or not. I'm bringing you.
So, since you weren't planning to go across, you didn't even send your weapons, would you?
Yeah, there's
He's
no-
just
no,
waiting
there's
for
nothing-
verification that the sword that Vriz will pull out of the bag isn't gonna burn up.
I see.
That's what he's waiting.
In that room.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That's what
That's
he's waiting
what.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he keeps telling you to pull
'Cause
out
I don't know
a
if there's
sword.
copper plates further on. I don't know how
Yeah,
far
that's
they go.
but that's what I said to you initially. Like, it's fine here. Don't worry.
Yeah, he did say that.
Okay, so then I'm gonna assume you're okay and say,
Yeah.
yeah, let's go.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hold an action to.
You can get your sword and
Yeah, I'm
shield
gonna- I'm
out,
gonna be
and
ready
then
to engage
be
the
ready to
enemy.
attack.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So that is Hunter's turn.
Sorry.
Then it's
that took a
Harmony.
while.
Oh, it is my
Nice.
turn. All right. I'm gonna say, we better not die in there. I'm gonna grab him and dimension door.
Which space do you want to pick? You can see all of them at this point.
Probably the back left corner.
Okay, right by where the staircase would be.
Yeah.
All right. Then as you teleport down there and roll for your wild magic to see if that goes off,
Dimension door.
It does not.
you see several gray-skinned humanoid creatures with these long lashing tongues and like horrible fangs and long claws that look like they could just tear a elephant to shreds or something like that. Bald and gaunt,
Wait, did we see
emerging
these
from.
with Mandus in the Underdark or the whatever it's called,
The Shadowfell?
Shadowfell.
I think you did.
So
Perhaps.
we know they are.
Um,
we know the
I don't remember if they showed up in that encounter.
Oh,
though.
okay.
So you could roll an Arcana check to see if you know what they are.
I'm going to.
A natural 20.
7.
Okay. With the natural
Also
20,
natural 20.
Wow.
Riz and
Am
Hunter,
I-
you know,
Survive.
A 29.
Oh,
you know
20.
immediately that these are foul creations of the demon lord Orcus. They are ghouls. With a natural 20, you also know. Vriz, you probably have to be more concerned about this. Oh, actually, Hunter still has to be concerned about it. You know that you need to watch out for their claws, because if they get you with their claws have an effect that any creature that is not an elf that gets scratched by them has a chance of being paralyzed in place. And they're pretty nasty. So just because you got natural
So,
20s, you know that.
I feel like Briz and I share an eye at a glance. We're like ghouls.
Yeah. Yeah. I recognize him anywhere.
And then it is Vriz's turn.
Right.
Unless Harmony,
Or
do you have
wait,
anything
held
else?
action?
There's
His
none
held
near
action
you.
would go off.
There's none near you. They're
Oh,
still
that's
emerging
right.
from the door.
Engage the enemy?
Well,
By
they'd have to be
moving
in
and attacking?
They would
melee
have to be
range.
near you.
Yeah, you can't move.
So
Unfortunately.
you can
Okay.
wait until they come into melee range and then release your
I
held
thought
action.
an open-ended
No, it
trigger would
doesn't.
be
So,
like...
No,
if-
not like
if they-
that. One
okay.
figure, one action.
If they
I
come
see.
towards you, then you can. But at
I
this
see, I
point, no.
understand. Okay, okay.
Sorry, I didn't want to get hit, so I didn't want to teleport us
No,
into
that's
melee
fine,
range.
that's fine. That's okay.
Anything else on your bonus
Good.
action or anything?
No, I'm gonna save that for later.
You could also move and back up the stairway if you wanted a bit.
Oh yeah, I can still move. Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm going up those stairs. Like, I'm gonna pat Hunter on the arm and say, "Good luck," and I'm running up the stairs.
So, is this a closed wall such that at this point she can't, like, see anything past it?
You can't see the ghouls at this point in time, unless you want to just stay on the stairs.
Well, I want to
themselves.
stay where I can see the room, but
Then, yeah,
basically
from
I
there
want
you-
Hunter to be my cover.
Yeah, I'm covering.
And right now, yeah, Hunter is pretty good cover. It's like the 10-foot space that he's occupying, so he's not completely blocking it, but they will have to go past him.
Yep.
Okay,
That's the
Riz.
Okay.
How many ghouls are there?
You can't quite see. They're emerging from this like 5-foot door, but there seem to be several.
What is... Oh, I didn't grab this. Okay. Can't remember that one. I'm preparing the good stuff that I need right now.
What did you prepare?
A bunch of other stuff that I thought might be helpful in a dungeon.
Summon dungeon.
Let's... No, that's not much.
I mean, that's good for this kind of situation.
It is.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I used it last time.
Oh my god,
It's
yeah,
really-
you
it is
did.
really
I
good.
remember that.
And a bunch of my attack spells will not do anything against undead. It's a problem.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think it might be time to go join Harmony. Vriz disengages and runs after her.
You don't have to disengage because there's
They're not in melee
no one
yet.
threatening you, but you get up on the stage.
I'm like,
with
I'm like,
Harmony.
Hey, buddy!
oh,
The demon girl's got the right idea, everyone.
I'm like, so are we running? Are we just getting away
We
from
are
this?
running. That is what we're doing. That is what I am doing, and also Harmony.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
nothing else on your turn? No held action?
Oh yeah, that's right. Because I was thinking of the disengagement action, but I didn't have to do that.
Mhm.
Yeah, they aren't even out of the room yet.
You could double move.
Can you do creation? Just block them back in there.
Yeah.
There are several things I could have done if I prepared them, like stone shape. Oh, you're talking Harmony.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's talking to it because of my thing.
Yeah,
I
can
have
you just
creation.
close
I
them in
think
there?
I also have. I don't know what mold earth does. I don't think I could block a passage with
Yeah, I
mold
don't
earth.
think Mold Earth can do that much.
What the
Okay.
fuck is it even good for then?
It's like reshaping small bits of stone.
It's like what?
Reshaping small bits of stone, I think.
Okay.
So like you could form stone into
I could like make
T
a
or
statue.
something. Yeah.
Like, hey, Briz, maybe if these guys ask us riddles, you'll be useful.
Yeah. Witch bolt is the only one target.
Yes.
I'll use one anyway. I'll
Okay.
witch bolt one of them. I can see.
All right. There's one or two that are sort of in the doorway, pulling their way out with their creepy long arms and claws. So you can go for one of those two.
Yeah. Let's see. This is a.
I mean, I can throw a fireball into that hallway.
Would it be better to block them in or kill them all?
It would definitely be better to block them.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, yeah, then I can block off. Well, this doorway is 10 feet wide though, and I think I can only do a 5 foot by 5 foot area.
Oh, I didn't know. Is that limited?
I think. Hold on.
Yeah, when we covered.
The object created must be no larger than a 5 foot cube.
Their doorway.
So what if
Well-
you unfold the cube?
I rolled a natural 1
Okay.
on that witch.
The witch
Oh,
bolt goes
no.
streaking off into the darkness over their heads, and they like duck under it and just hiss at you, their tongues lashing.
I like spinning that stuff.
Yep.
Alright, that's my turn.
Then it would be Nazria's turn. She's going to run up to Hunter and give Hunter the help action.
And I'm like, oh,
Oh, actually, I just skipped the ghouls. Nazria is still here. Ghouls are going to come running out. 2,
oh no.
4.
Wait, how big is the hallway that we're in right now? Is that 5 feet or 10 feet?
That's 10 feet.
Dang it.
I got a plan.
Yeah, and?
The plan is the rest of us run. Harmony, you got that fireball, right?
Yeah.
I can take care of Nazria, so it doesn't hurt her too bad.
Okay.
And then you fireball these ghouls.
Does anyone know Nazria's AC off the top of their heads?
I can check what
It
it
was
was.
17.
On the-
AC doesn't change much. She's still in.
I believe it was 17. And then haste would give her
It
19.
says 16.
But she doesn't have haste yet.
16. Yeah.
This
Okay.
one says 16,
So
but I
these
believe it
these
can go
4
up.
ghouls then are making claw attacks at her. None of them manage to land. She's just furiously parrying them off with Orc Splitter. Then 4 of them will make attacks against Hunter since he's right in the way.
Held action.
Right. You can take your held action. That's one of them.
Oh dear.
So with Sword of Wounding, I will strike with a 21 to hit.
Hits.
And we got. And I think do I add?
I also have flaming spear.
So it has a wound, right?
Mhm.
I
And then
need
it
to
takes a
roll
d4
extra.
of necrotic damage on its turn,
Okay, so I'm gonna.
which is now. So just roll it now.
Okay,
I suppose.
I roll the damage.
Mhm.
It's a D4, you said.
Yep.
Okay. So is it plus anything or just a straight D4?
Just a straight d4.
Okay, so it's 5 plus 11 damage. You would need it broken up. Magic and necrotic.
Nope.
Okay,
So 11 damage.
and it's dead.
No, but it has a big old gory wound in its chest, and it just sort of like pulls itself closer towards you on your rapier, and it claws against you, getting a natural 20.
No way!
Which made
Yep.
her hit her,
Oh
Uh,
crap!
right?
Whoa, dice
Like
everywhere.
that.
Ooh, I know what I'm gonna do. This is perfect. They're in place for the
I was gonna
thing.
cast this. I'm gonna target myself.
It
Cast
does
Oh.
a total of 8 slashing damage, and I need
Okay.
you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no. Is Thaddeus here?
Thaddeus is not.
No.
I got a 10.
It's just enough.
Oh yes.
You feel this stiffening effect coming over your body,
Like
threatening
that
to paralyze
today.
you, but you
How
shrug
much?
it off.
How much slashing?
It was 8 slashing damage.
So I'm gonna half that down to 4.
Oh, it's actually, yeah, it is slashing. Yep. So it does have down to 4.
Okay.
And
Natural
then
20. Cool.
the rest of them managed to miss you with your
Okay.
glorious AC.
And I'm like flamethrower. I'm so excited
Oh
right
man,
now.
just get Nas out of the way,
Then
man.
it's Nazria's turn, and all she can do is just fend them off and give Hunter the help action. So your next attack
Can
is at
she-
advantage.
Come towards me to not be in a cone.
Yeah. So
She
she
would
like
have to. Well, she can disengage. We'll say she
Yeah.
disengages.
she disengages and she
Instead
goes
of helping you,
behind
That's
us.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Get her out of the way.
All right.
Cool.
Sweet.
Then it is Gelatinous Hunter's turn.
See, now I could be
All right.
critical.
Hunter is gonna pull his flamethrower out.
Okay.
Although I think Shatter might
Which
be
way are
better.
you aiming?
And so it's a 15-foot cone is what we described, right?
Yeah, it's on the card. I think.
So
So
you can
can I-
easily catch one of these groups. It just depends.
Oh,
which
I can only have one of the groups. Okay.
It probably has
This
to be
is
one
so.
of
This
these.
is a 10-foot square, right?
Yes.
Okay. I can't.
It probably have to be from where you are. It'd have to be one of these two groups.
Oh, can I do like that? Is it like that? Like this way and then out?
Okay, yeah. I'll say you can get 3 of those, just
Okay. Yeah, I'll just pick
for
that.
the
That's fine.
sake of the weird.
Just for the sake of
matchup, so.
speeding up, we'll just pick those 3, and then I'm just gonna do it. So I don't need to roll to hit, right?
Nope, they make
They
dex
roll
saves.
a 14 saving throw, I think, for Dex.
Yeah.
And
I like
then
that
I
you're looking
roll.
at that when it's right here.
I know I. Alright.
That's 3 failures on the dex saving
Okay,
throw.
so
Oh,
3d6. So
3d6.
1, 2, 3. I never get to roll d6s.
I know, right?
11, 14. 14 fire damage.
Good roll.
Okay, and they shriek, just reeling back. The one that you wounded before is
Oh, yeah.
incinerated into
Nice.
ashes in the ground, and his ashes just sort of float down into the mucky, dirty water that was already filthy.
Be better.
I think we
Okay,
need
cool.
Anything else on your turn?
Almost all.
Nope. That's
Okay.
it.
Then it is Harmony's turn.
Okay, so if I aim a spell for like right here,
Mm-hmm.
will that catch all of them in a 10-foot radius?
Yes, and Hunter.
And Hunter, well, he can deal. Because I'm gonna cast Shatter
Okay.
What is shatter?
out of my amulet. It is thunder damage, so I need a
And they're in water
Constitution.
too.
Huh?
They're in water
It's
too.
not
so-
lightning damage, it's thunder damage.
thunder damage.
Sound damage.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Con saving throw.
I just need to look something up first.
You're
Okay.
fine.
Not with a 3.
Nope, not with a 3. I'm sorry, Hunter.
Hunter would have had disadvantage on the saving throw as well, as he's made largely of inorganic material.
Oh.
I
Such
still
as
got a
metal.
3.
Oh yeah, it does say a creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage. I'm sorry.
So
Why did
yes.
you pick this spell?
Because it wasn't gonna
Because
hit
it
you.
was funny.
Because the fireball has a bigger radius, so I was gonna try and not hit you, but this one doesn't do as much damage as fireball.
Ghouls can't roll. All 3 of them fail.
All right.
Only 3.
Wait, no,
All
there's
of
lots of them. Hold on. So
There's
those
lots
3
of them.
fail. Let me roll for those 4. Okay, wow, 2 19. So there's 2 successes.
Hold on. Yeah, that's a success.
They'll take half damage.
How much damage do I
Okay, so
take?
these
It's only 3d8.
these 3
Calm down.
succeed. These 4 fail.
Okay.
Alright. 8, 9, 10, 11, 16 thunder damage.
That's 3. So it's 4, right? 48?
3d8.
Oh, 3d8. Okay. How much?
16 thunder
Ah,
damage.
you did more than the ghouls and the fire.
You can handle it. You're a tank.
Oh! How good do you want?
Sorry, Hunter!
Those 2 ghouls that were closest to Hunter, the ones that he caught in his flamethrower, explode and their guts splatter all over Hunter and into the gore just
This is
and
not
down
a
into
good
the
day for
ground.
me.
Nice. I like that a lot.
Then it is
I'm glad I
Vriz.
submerged you in water.
I didn't mean to hit you.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. I was trying to hit everything else. That's why I did shatter and not fireball. You just happened to be in the edge of the blast, that's all.
Sure, okay.
I probably said, back up, Hunter, before I cast it, and it just...
Or you're like, I meant to say back up.
Do I know, thanks to my fantastic Arcana check on these guys?
Well, me too.
I'm pretty sure that they're immune to poison damage, but are they actually? Like, I, the player,
You did roll a 20.
I rolled a 29.
A natural 20 plus 9.
Yeah.
You would know they are immune to poison.
Okay, yeah. Rats.
Get
Get it? See what I did there?
Get out.
Yeah, I'll see myself out.
Get out. Go home. I love how much of a struggle you're having every time you look at your spell sheet.
It's so irritating. Why didn't I take any of these cool spells?
I don't know why
This
didn't
is
you.
beautiful.
Okay. Let's do something real dumb. Do you have the card for Pipes of the Sewer?
What?
I can find it.
Pipes of the Sewer?
Yeah.
This is real dumb and I love it.
Can I call my buddies?
No
Oh.
way. Wait, is this a Ratfolk thing?
Yeah,
No, it's a rat thing.
it's a rat thing.
You wouldn't understand.
Yeah. Get 'em, boys.
Yeah.
Sorry, I really should have this detailed somewhere, but I don't.
You know that if you play it as an action, you can use a. If you play it as an action, you can use a bonus action to expend one of 3 charges. That seems weird. But it takes your action and bonus action for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Expending a charge calls forth 1 swarm of rats.
Yeah.
With each expended charge, or 1 swarm of rats for each expended charge.
Oh, I can have 3 of them.
Yep.
So you
Provided
can
they are
expend 3
within half a
charges.
mile of you to be called in this fashion. Okay. There are certainly rats somewhere in this dungeon.
Okay.
You're not
How
sure
long
how
does it
long
take-
it will take for them to
Oh,
get to you.
yeah, that's why
Because they don't teleport.
That's right.
They just come to you.
They're not like me. They
We're
don't,
coming!
they don't have teleporters. There's really nothing I can do here. I'm actually going to take the help action.
You know, Tal had a rat.
That's right. Nasria was helping.
And Nasria took the
Hunter.
disengage action.
No, she
Yeah.
took this. Okay.
Vriz instead is going to help Hunter.
Great.
So you've got Vriz is basically like saying, "Watch out! Like, look out for that guy!" and then like pointing you in the direction of one that looks.
As I'm
like,
like, I can't hear you! There's so much sound
I
in
know.
my ears. What?
He's like,
What?
His ears are just ringing.
You're like pointing, point my head. That one. Who's that? I'm like, ah!
You like smack him so he falls over and,
Yeah.
and something misses.
Okay, Hunter. Then it is the ghoul's turn. So there's a 20 to hit you, and a 10.
20 hits.
So that's the first 2. 2 more. There's an 18. Does that quite do it?
No.
Okay. Then the last one. Nope. So only the 1 hit. So you're going to end up making a Constitution saving throw.
No. Come on, saving throws. Oh, that's much better. Okay, I did it. That was a 20.
Okay, you're fine. And you take 5 piercing damage, half down to 2.
Ouch.
Or slashing damage, rather.
Okay.
And then that's the ghouls, and they're just like desperately trying to get past you to more fleshy targets, but they can't.
Okay.
Then it is Nasria's turn. She's going to take the help action for Harmony, I suppose.
Sweet.
And that just gives you advantage?
Yeah, if I do like
Hunter.
firebolt or something.
Just, flamethrower again? How many
Okay.
can I hit with flamethrower?
You could get 3.
I, like, shuffle
Perhaps
around
those
and get,
3,
like, 3 or
those
4.
3, or those 3. You could get a cluster of 3. It just depends which cluster you want.
Okay, let's. And the left, from my left is wounded cluster, right?
Yeah, this cluster is more wounded.
Okay, I'm gonna do that cluster.
Okay.
Flamethrower!
Did they take half damage from Shatter?
A couple of them did.
No,
Yeah,
I mean,
you
like,
say-
does Shatter do half
Yeah,
damage?
Oh,
does.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I didn't mark that down, so let me do that.
I think it's mostly just cantrips that do no damage on them.
Yeah, half as much damage on a successful one.
Most actual spells do.
Okay. So that is 9 damage, 9 fire damage to 3 of them. And they have to do a dex save.
Oh, shoot, I should be marking off their HP before they make their saves.
I mean, you can just
We
not
could.
make a dex save.
You
They
just
can just-
automatically fail the dex.
Yeah, they stand in it.
Okay, so there's a 15, a 7, and a 3. So one success, and then 2 failures.
Oh.
And then how much was the total damage?
No, 9.
Just not okay.
Did I say 8? I meant 9.
It was 9. We
9.
said 9.
So for the one that succeeds, that's halved down to 4.
Yes. The other 2 are dead.
That one is dead.
No.
The other ones seem to be alive still, and they're just like trying to get past you, clawing and clawing, but they can't. Then it is. That was your turn, Harmony.
Oh dear.
Do you want me to mark off usages on this? Or for the sake of the one shot, we're not using ammos and stuff?
You should mark off usages, but don't count it towards your canon uses. Count it towards
Yeah,
your
yeah.
non-canon.
Just keep like a non-canonical.
I mean, this is like this,
because
this
it is
equals
still going to
gold,
be
though.
limited.
This equals gold because we're saying fire breathing potions.
That's true. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry
Okay,
about
but arrows.
it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Well, how many uses do you have now?
3
Because
left,
I made you a potion.
With 1 potion.
So that's how many uses you have until I make you another potion.
Actually,
Yeah,
do
so-
keep track because she would have to take time to do
Yeah.
the potion. And
Okay.
that can
Exactly.
change
Alright.
things.
We don't have to worry about deducting the money.
It's a little process. Okay, got it. I'm done.
Okay.
You
Don't
guys
worry
are
about
so
arrows
helpful.
though.
Just making sure that you're not like a god.
No, not you. I'm saying that Navri is helpful and Vriz is also helpful. They don't even help actually.
So
Oh.
Harmony,
Instead
what
of-
have you got?
Attacking.
Got it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here.
Yeah, just not me. No,
Hit
no, no,
Hunter
no, no,
again.
no.
You do now have more room where you could definitely target
Oh,
with other spells.
Did that one with necrotic damage? Did he take this damage again?
He died before he could.
Oh, that's the one that died. Okay, I got it now. So that other one has like 2 HP left. Oh.
Oh, I forgot to roll my wild
He
magic
has
for
exactly
shatter.
2 HP.
Yeah, because that's so much.
And
Yeah,
it's
that's
okay.
what the necrotic damage did.
Yeah, maybe I'll center shatter again in the corner.
Back here? Yeah, that won't hit Hunter, so
That'd be great.
Or yeah.
Wait,
so
so how
here?
does advantage? How does
Yeah.
help action work with a spell like
It's
that?
not gonna. I mean,
You won't
it's not gonna give me advantage
Okay.
for anything, but this is a better spell because I can get more of them at once.
it's a con save?
Yep.
Okay, so one of them is a clear fail, and then
DC
one of them is a
17.
17? Okay, then only one of them succeeds. Rolling a 17 with a +0.
Nice.
11. 11 points of thunder damage. Oh, and wild magic. Nope.
That one explodes as well. Guts going everywhere from the shockwave of sound.
Okay.
Vriz.
That one, 2 hunters left.
Mm-hmm.
Looks real wounded, right?
Very good.
Yes.
Okay.
Like 2
You
HP
can call your
left.
rat buddies. Swarm on him.
2 damage.
I know.
Oh, I was gonna use my dagger, and then I realized I don't have my dagger. It's in
You have it in the
Well,
bag.
you've got the bag.
yeah, but that'll take an action.
Oh, I see. Your last turn, you could have used your action to pull out a dagger.
Yeah, that would have been the way that
Probably.
Oh, we're so observant.
It's okay. We'll clean it up soon. Just do whatever you need to
We're
do.
so observant. It's cool. It's cool.
I think I'm just gonna go further up the stairs.
Okay.
Like, there's nothing I can contribute to this
Just
fight.
You're
you
like,
go up
nope,
to the
I'm out.
landing,
I'm outie.
and then
Y'all fighting poison immune enemies? Good luck with that.
Because all you can do is poison stuff.
That's my cantrip. It's poison
I
spray.
see, I see.
the stairs go up out of the water, and then they go down a 10-foot, a short 10-foot landing. Let me draw a little bit more.
Oh, I could have handed you a weapon.
Yeah, well.
Too late now.
I just thought about it. So.
It's cool. We got this.
Yeah,
I mean,
I have every faith
AoEs are
in
my
people.
best friends. We all have our own strengths.
You're just like the Godfather, and we're all like your little minions. you used to do all the talking. You're like a little
My
monster.
henchman.
Yeah,
Henchman, yeah.
yeah. That's actually really funny.
You can
My
see-
favorite thing about Vriz is that every time he pops in, even though he's the guest, he takes over everything. And just like, nope, we're doing this, come on. And we follow him.
And we're like, alright.
Oh, okay, sure.
This
okay.
is really smart, you guys.
I know. This is my favorite thing about him because you did this to us last time too with the pixies.
That's right.
You were just like, "Yep, we're helping these pixies," and we were like,
Okay.
"Okay, I guess we're helping." And then you disappeared.
Yeah.
You didn't even help us.
Bye.
Bye. Good luck.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay. You come into a room.
Uh-huh.
You go basically up some stairs, across a landing, and that's this here, and then down one slight step to a floor that is not covered in water. It's a dry room, and it is. Let me find the description for this room so I can actually read it to you.
I will say that I expect Vriz to be like, alright, go up, big guy, and like, pat me on the back, and I'm like, what? I can't hear you still!
Okay. It looks like the path west of here is broken by a sizable gap, and you can see a glint of metal at the bottom of the opening. The floor beyond this area has a silvery sheen. In the distance you see another hole, beyond which is a patch of floor that adjoins the western wall. So essentially what you have before you is a hallway that is divided by a floor going across.
Mhm.
And then there is a floor with a silvery sheen, and then another pit. And then beyond that seems to be a small room.
You see, I can't see anything down the pit except for a glint of metal.
From where you are, if you went and like peeked over the edge, you
Yeah.
could see it.
Let me try
Yeah,
that.
Okay. You go over and you peek over the edge. And you see the pit is basically at the very bottom, and even on the sides of it seems to be lined with these razor-sharp spikes.
Oof.
Each one of them seems to positively glint with like sharpness. It looks pretty nasty.
Cool.
And that's what you would see. Anything you want to do? Action?
This is going to take a while, but I'm going to start casting the ritual of Detect
Detect
Magic.
magic? Okay.
I'm just going to like hunker down, start casting the spell, because these guys got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it under control.
We got it.
These three ghouls are going to make attacks against Hunter.
I thought they just attacked.
They did a while ago.
Yeah.
Now they're back at it.
It's the eternal cycle.
Yeah.
Vicious returns.
Yeah.
So there's a 14, that's an 18 that doesn't do it, a 21 does it, and a natural 1 doesn't do it. So we're taking 1 hit.
Good job being our substitute tank.
11?
Okay, it's enough. You take 8, half down to 4 points of slashing damage from this one's claws as it rakes into you. And one, okay, so it's going to provoke an opportunity, but this one is going to actually then try and slide past you.
So I can...
Yeah, you can take an attack of opportunity
Okay,
against
well,
it,
Nice.
but it goes back towards Harmony.
got a 24.
That hits.
And then...
Keep it away from me.
I got a...
Actually, can I recall my last action? I'm going to pull my die grab back.
Okay,
my
that's
action.
fine. Yep.
10 damage.
Okay. As he's going back in Harmony, you see him like clawing along the ground towards you like some sort of ferocious animal with his tongue lashing to the side, teeth bared, saliva dripping down. Then a rapier protrudes from his back,
I step on him
and Hunter steps on him, and you see his like lifeless body go limp on the ground.
I take back everything mean I've ever said about you.
What?
What mean
What are
things
you
did
guys
you say about it?
Speak up!
Nasria does the help action
Where did
for
the rat
Harmony.
go?
Hunter.
Okay, I'm gonna make 2 sword attacks against the remaining 2.
Okay.
So I got one that's an 18 to hit,
Hits.
and the other one is a 21.
21 hits, and no matter what you roll, they're dead.
Okay, so I slay both of them, and I get my ears. I'm like, oh god, he can warn me next time. That'd be nice. Am I allowed to use hit die to repair myself at this point after
You would
combat?
need to do a short rest.
Okay. Are we
I don't
taking
think we
a
got time for that.
short
No,
rest?
we don't have time
okay.
for that. We
So I'll
gotta
just
keep
deal.
going.
I will deal then.
Yeah. How much are you down?
I'm like above half.
Oh, so you're fine.
I'm okay.
You're fine.
Unless we fight.
That's still probably 3 times what I have.
Unless we fight mace wielding Warforged, then I'm screwed.
I'm not going to say that encounter was designed
Oh, I
to
know.
hurt you,
I know.
but it was designed.
I know it was. I know. The second like they all have maces, I'm
When
like,
you
great.
went down last week, I was like, finally! I'm not the only
Nasri is the
one!
only one that hasn't yet.
She got close though that one
She
time.
did get close.
Yeah.
And
She
I got her
very
down to
close.
half hit points last
And
episode.
Thaddeus, oh, you did go down because I
Thaddeus
had to
did
give you a
against the
potion
angel,
against
right,
the
yeah,
angel.
the angel.
Yeah.
But The very first Thaddeus fight we went down.
Well, you were like soloing that guy though.
Yeah.
So. Anyway, sorry.
Nausea almost fighting against Big Hunter.
So yeah, Vriz will point out the salient features of this pit, like the spikes there. The spikes there and the spikes pretty much everywhere in the pit.
Okay.
I'm also going to assume you guys take time to get your items and things back.
Yes.
Yeah.
If there's anything you want to purposefully leave in the bag, let me know. But other than that, I'll assume you have everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never
No.
put anything in there. So there's a pit. Hey,
Pit.
I can make a bridge.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I think.
Can you
How
make-
far across?
Let me double check. It
How
is
far
a
across?
5-foot wide and 10-foot deep pit.
It's
The
5 foot
bottoms are
wide,
lined-
right?
Oh, I
Yeah.
retconned what I said. They aren't shiny and pointy. They're rusty razor-like blades.
Yeah, that's not better.
That's not.
Mhm.
I mean, that's still kind of gross. No, I've got. Hold on.
Okay,
Let's
yeah,
before I
okay,
say I
thanks,
can do this. Let's make sure I can do this. Yeah, I can only do it for one of the pits though,
Oh.
Well,
because I can only cast a spell once.
once ever.
No, once today.
Oh, that makes sense.
But I can use the surrounding stone and kind of make it. Wait,
What's the dimensions of the pit again? As you said, it's
It's a 5-foot wide and 10-foot deep pit.
wide
yeah, I
as in
can
from one side to the
fabricate
other is 5
a
feet.
Here to here
bridge
is 5.
out of the surrounding
It's
stone.
Oh, that'd be
20-foot long, I believe, actually.
I think let's do that for the bridge across, and then we can figure out what's the deal with the ground over there.
Yeah, it's 20 feet in this
What is
direction.
the deal
blocking
with the ground
entire
over there?
The ground over across
Yeah.
the pit looks like it is covered in some sort of silvery substance.
Yeah, I don't trust jumping across. Not with the
Because
ground
it's
looking like that.
silvery.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean directly across? It's silvery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the other side of the
So
pit.
that
This-
like feels
this
like
area
pit,
here.
silvery pit.
So I'm gonna like grab the rope and like toss the rope to the other side and see if it like it slips around or if it's like sticks.
Yeah, as you toss the rope onto this surface here, it goes sliding
Okay.
across
Let's-
without losing
slippery.
any speed, from what you can tell.
Yeah, let's be very careful once we cross this bridge.
I'm nervous.
So what is this? Is this another pit?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's another pit at the
So
other end.
if we have something really heavy, we can throw it across and it'll act as a counterweight, and we just kind of repel backwards, I guess, to the other side. But I don't know if we want to do that. No, because then we would still have a pit. Unless we do the bridge on the second one.
I can only make one bridge.
So if we do the bridge on the second one,
I could make a bridge on the second one, but I'd have to get over there. I think
What is the range on creation?
it's fabricate that I'm planning to use.
Fabricate, you need the actual materials.
There's stone all around us.
This is true.
Yes.
Let me look at fabricate.
It says, if you are working with metal, stone, or other mineral substance, however, the fabricated object can be no larger than medium, contained within a 5-foot cube. That's why I asked how wide the
I see.
thing is.
It would not reach the bottom of the pit because they're 10 feet deep, but you could.
No, I would want to make just a bridge across
Okay.
the top, like a stone land bridge thing.
Raw materials you can see within range of 120 feet, easy.
Oh, so I could make it from here. Oh, but it takes 10 minutes to cast.
We got time. What are we
This
doing?
is why creation is better. I mean, I could do creation too, then I don't have to use the surrounding area. I guess the difference is the fabricated objects never
What's past
disappear.
the next pit?
It looks
sounds
like,
like.
there is a small open area. Hold on, let me check how big it is. It looks like there's basically this same room here is mirrored across over there. And it looks like there's another single step going up in this direction.
Is it stone on the other side, or dirt, or mud, or
Stone, just like what you're standing on now.
is the stone like? Is it hardened, like solid? Like if I stabbed it, it
It's
wouldn't
very
break
solid.
through. So I couldn't pierce through it at all with like a bow.
If you had climbing gear, you could,
I
because
do
those
have
are like
climbing
you
gear.
could hammer into the walls or something like
So I
that.
can climb this.
Very slowly, you could hammer pittons into the
Wait,
walls
okay.
and climb across.
Can we just climb against this wall here, across?
Roll a perception check.
I'm gonna try that. Okay. I'm gonna ask everyone else. What do you think about doing this? Do you guys?
You're gonna climb.
Because I rolled a 3. So I'm like, come on. I'm looking at the ceiling.
You
What do you guys
should
think about
probably
doing this wall?
Not.
Good work.
It's just a wall, though, right? A rock wall.
Yeah, from what you can tell.
Does anyone else want to check? Check the walls.
No, I'm liking the rope plan, the harmony plan.
The
Or
rope
one of the
plan?
bits.
Sure, whichever.
What's the plan with the rope?
So I don't know if we have anything heavy enough, but if we had something like a counterweight that could support our weight, we could actually roll it into that pit, and then we could just grab the rope and just carry ourselves over this pit.
Uh-huh.
And that would solve the first pit.
And then
And then
we use the
you
bridge to cross the second
Have a
pit.
bridge for the second pit.
Can't wait.
But I don't know if we have anything big enough, like a giant, like a boulder or something, we could just roll in the other pit or something.
What do you have in your bag of holding?
Do you have a boulder in there?
No. I have an ostracized egg.
That's a very big egg.
I don't have anything huge though. So unless we could make something that's
I
that
have
big.
only very little things.
Wait a second. Hang on 1 second. Hang on.
Vriz might have just the thing.
Why did I overlook this spell before?
Do you actually have something prepared that's going to help us?
Okay. Yeah, I don't really have anything on my person unless we were able to dig into the rock, then I could like shoot an arrow across it attached to a rope.
Alright. The good news is, I can help us fly across.
I was wondering when you were
Okay.
going to bring up that.
Right.
Okay, well that's
Bad
great.
news. Bad news is, I can help 3 of us fly across.
Can you fly and just carry one of
fly
us?
across. Oh.
Why
yeah.
don't the 3 of you
Or you
fly
could polymorph
and you can
someone
just
into a
carry
bird or
me?
something.
I could polymorph one of us.
Yeah, you could do that.
I could
Polymorph
polymorph
over.
myself
Sure.
and fly over
Sounds
as a
alright.
bird.
And then you can fly the rest of us over.
Yeah.
Well, because you can cast it on up to 3
I can
people.
cast up, yeah, as a 5th one spell, I can cast it.
Now wait, how long does that last?
know.
Sorry to ask
Up to
after you already
2.5 seconds. Fly fast.
10 minutes.
10
Oh,
minutes?
okay.
Easily enough to get across.
Yeah.
Who's casting first?
I mean, could you just carry me though? If you're flying?
I don't know.
So I don't have to waste a spell.
Yeah,
You can
Yeah.
try that.
Someone
the-
strong like you or
Or
Yeah, I can do it.
Nasria could carry
I'm-
someone
yeah.
across.
I'm very little now.
Yeah, and I'll just like put my
Yeah,
shoulders
so
in
I'll
the
cast Fly on myself, Nasria, and Hunter.
Okay. You cast the spell, you utter the incantation. There's a puff of smoke from your wand or whatever you cast from. The spell fizzles, the slot is wasted, it doesn't work in this room.
Wow. Wait, didn't you do detect magic?
We thought we were gonna
This is a
actually
5th level slot!
Oh my god!
I just wasted a 5th level slot.
I need a short rest.
It was a good idea.
I probably
This dungeon
shouldn't-
has thought of it, though.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't waste my fabricate spell then, huh?
Probably
Or
not.
my creation spell. We should probably just
Alright.
try to use our muscles.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna inspect as much as I can around the room to see if there's anything else out of place that we can use to our advantage.
This room, other than that, this pit's full of spike, is barren.
Nothing? Okay, so I'm gonna still vote
Frizz
for
reads the
the...
letter again.
And there are walls on both sides of us, right? So I'm gonna just try and hammer my
Okay.
climbing kit to the side
It's going
of
to
the
take
wall.
quite a while. Go ahead and make
grappling
an
hook.
athletics check.
I have a grappling hook.
Yeah, you
Are any
do.
of you doing
don't need-
anything as Hunter tries to do this?
We don't need a
Um,
weight. We could use the
I'm
grappling
gonna
hook, right?
ritual detect magic again.
Okay.
See if I can figure out what is going on here.
Do you find anything
Um,
No, no
helpful?
clues here.
No. Yeah, I didn't think so.
there is a... hold on, where is my phone? There is an aura about this general room of... What would it even be?
Hopelessness.
It's like there's an aura floating in the air that is very clearly oops. I think it's abjuration. Yes, very clearly abjuration
Why do you
magic,
never
and
have
it seems to
time to
float
spell
in this entire room. And then the floors and walls and ceiling of this room seem to be radiating a aura of we'll say it's probably transmutation.
I missed the first thing you said.
So the air itself in here seems to have this aura of abjuration.
Oh, that'd be what.
Yes,
Yeah,
and then the floors, walls, and ceiling have an aura of transmutation. I'm gonna say.
Since I'm a transmutation wizard, can I make an Arcana check to figure out what's going on?
Sure.
I'm at the point where I kind of just want to run.
It's 22.
22. The surface of these walls, floors, and ceilings has been altered in some way. You saw the rope slide across. You reckon it's probably been made slippery or something like that. It's without actual experimentation, it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, makes sense though.
Wait, so is there... Where does the magic stop?
It stops
It's in the air?
here. Well,
But the one that, like...
air floating seems to be this entire, like, from
Yeah.
here all the way across to the other side.
What if I stepped back and polymorphed myself and then flew into it? Do you think I would lose the spell?
You could just try and cast a spell into the room and see if it fizzles.
Well, it's going to fizzle if you cast it into the room. My point is, if I cast it outside of the room...
No. I mean, if you stand outside the room and cast it into the room, then you don't have to use whatever level polymorph spell it is.
I'm still going to be using a spell.
Yeah.
Well, unless you can do like a cantrip or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
Well, because we just saw him and...
Oh, I see what you mean. No, I did see.
Interestingly enough, for Vriz, sorry, so while you were detecting magic, you also noticed something peculiar, which is that you don't feel any of that innate bubble in you that would be the churning magic that makes you teleport while you're in this room.
Huh.
You could live here forever.
Well, for a couple days until I probably.
Yeah, it's talk to his face.
But you have this necklace.
It's true. Yeah, I'm guessing that if they thought of Fly, they probably thought of Misty Step and Dimension Door and all of the old favorites.
Right. So polymorphing myself into a bird and flying into this shimmery magic thing that you're saying is probably gonna...
I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay, well, then the only thing we can do is get a running start and jump.
No. So I'm still hammering.
Okay.
And I rolled 15 on my thoughts.
Then it's going to take you, with a 15,
I kind of want to
probably about, I mean, like even 30 minutes, because you have to hammer each spike in, and then you're going to have to pull it back out, because you don't have that many pittons.
Well, I just wanted to check like a couple and see if they were like it would hold on
Okay.
the wall.
I mean, yeah,
Unless the wall
it's
was
going
be
to hold
magically not
as you
holding it.
It's going to hold,
Okay.
but it's going to take you a long time to get handholds in and cross.
Okay. Well, that's
Is
one
there-
idea.
What does the ceiling look like?
It's basically, it's stone in this area here, and that area there,
So-
and then it seems to be the silvery surface here.
Oh,
as well.
like
Also-
even the ceiling as well?
Also, you said there's another room on the other.
Yep, it basically mirrors this room.
Oh, so there's a corner. So if we do grappling hook, we can just grappling hook about this wall on the opposite side and see if we can get
It'd be
it.
a tough shot, but you could try.
I mean, we can try a bunch of times.
Well, I'm also wondering if I could step back into the room outside of the magic aura thing and then dimension myself into the other room. If I just circumvent the entire
I don't.
aura.
We can't really see past that place, though, right?
You,
Because it's still dark in here.
We could have Hunter shoot an arrow and
but
light
it's
it on
only 10, 20, 30, 40. Yeah, you can just see the room on the other side. There's enough dark vision.
Yeah, the thing well,
fire. I'm wondering if that would
Stop-
work because
stop
I'm not
me from
traveling through that
casting
area.
a spell. If you cast a spell there and transporting yourself, you'd still be transporting yourself into the magic air, but you wouldn't be casting a spell in it. Maybe? I don't know. It's your magic.
It's not a 5th level slot, that's for sure.
Head over there.
Well, I'm gonna grab Nazria. I'm gonna step back outside of the aura, and I'm gonna try to cast Dimension Door into
Okay.
the other side of the area.
Roll on your wild magic.
Okay.
Looking at Dimension Door.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Definitely.
I've
doesn't go
never been more in control of my magic.
Let's see. It has to be a location you can visualize.
But I've seen it.
You're unaffected by any force.
With technology, let's take a picture of it. Looks like this.
However, before you do that, sorry, I'm going to go back and say something that might inform your decision.
Okay.
It's not just that. So only this center area is silvered,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but the aura that floats throughout the air of abjuration is even in the other side of the room.
Yeah, we know, but we're saying that since she's not casting,
Okay, so she's not passing through it, she's not casting it. Okay.
she's casting it outside of the aura, so I figured the abjuration probably won't affect her.
Okay, it's worth a
casting.
shot.
Yeah.
I was just making sure that you understood what I had been
Yeah.
saying. Okay. You go
I
to
didn't
cast
realize it'd been in the other room,
the
but-
spell, and the spell takes hold at first, and it seems like the dimension door swallows you up, and then there's a moment where it's like a jerking reaction, where you feel like you're about to materialize where you're supposed to, and you're jerked back to the location you stopped in. The spell
Oh, that's
slot is
annoying.
wasted.
Yeah, we might have to just do this the old-fashioned way.
Alright, well,
Anyone know any good jokes?
I'm gonna tie a rope around my waist and give one end to you. I'm gonna make a running jump for it.
No,
No,
wait,
no.
Doing it?
Yeah!
Okay.
Yeah.
Make
Here,
it-
hang on to me!
You
Yeah.
jump easily, I think, over the 5-foot pit onto the surface, and you.
I'm just gonna be ready to jump over the other one if it comes to that.
Unfortunately, there's no ability to it. As soon as your feet
Cool.
hit this surface, they keep moving, and this is. Sorry,
It's okay.
I had to look this up because it's not just slippery; it is frictionless.
Yeah.
You cannot
Oh.
jump off of this. You go sliding straight off the other edge
Cool.
and into the razor pit.
Well, he's got me on a rope though, on a 50-foot
Yes.
rope. That's why it's that.
You take.
How far is 50 feet?
11. Wait, hold on. Am I reading the wrong spot?
It depends on if it's 10
Oh.
in length.
Yeah.
You take 7 piercing damage from the spikes at the bottom of the pit. And
Do
need
I
you
fall
make
to the
a-
bottom of the pit though?
We have
Yes.
the rope.
Because I tied a rope on myself and I gave it to Hunter, so the plan was for him to catch me if I started to fall.
Okay, make a dexterity saving throw.
Me or
You.
I can't. I'm on
dexterity?
frictionless
Wouldn't it be
ground.
like pulling back?
This is like reflexes to be quick enough to pull her back.
Oh, I got a 19 on the dice, so it's a saving throw, so 21.
21. Okay. Because
So dad reflexes kick
Yeah.
in.
you're quick enough, she then goes sliding back the other way, completely frictionless, and into this pit.
I'm like pulling it really quick and then
She
No,
slides
no,
straight in,
no.
takes the 7 piercing damage, and make your Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
It was a good try, but it's frictionless.
okay, yeah. So yeah, that's why I was like, no, wait.
My ideal situation was he would, like, I would fall over the edge and he would pull me and I would like bang along
Yeah.
the side and not back.
The
that
sides
way.
are also spiked there. That's not a.
Oh, the
Yeah,
sides
the
are
sides
also
are also
spiked.
spiked.
Oh,
It's just
I did
lined
not
with
know that.
spikes.
So,
Rusty spikes.
grappling hook.
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna
Tides
Tides
of
of
Chaos
Chaos that because that was really bad. Yeah, that's better.
Huh?
21.
Okay, so just the piercing damage.
Ow.
But yeah, you can feel like these are not healthy, that you touch these spikes. There's something that is going to hurt you if you don't get out of them.
So
So I'll say, well, I thought I'd be able to, you know, like jump on the other side, but
As Hunter like reaches down and brings you
And
up.
it's like, this is what we have the dwarf for.
Nazri goes,
I'm
hey!
so tired of just standing here. Let's just do something.
I was about to like grab the grappling hook and throw it, but then you just jumped off. So I'm gonna grab the grappling hook and like try and like hook it to the other side.
Okay,
That's the
I
thing.
think-
He was about to, but he wasn't doing it.
I think this is a good place to end because it's 9 o'clock. So we'll pick up at this pit again next week.
This bit.
This pit.
Okay.
We won't have our guinea pig next week. She'll actually be here.
Hope you guys are enjoying
We
White
sent
Plume
you.
Mountain so far. I sure am.
Um,
If you enjoyed the show, send us comments, questions, things like that on Twitter. Check out the VOD and the YouTube channel later if you missed the start of the video. It's going to be a lot of fun, so come back for more next week, and we'll be here every Monday night.
for more trap torture.
Yep.
Yeah.
Night. Bye.
Whee!